help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he
board for the day. That was awesome. That was cool. That's memorable.
What sound?
Well, you started. All I know is that we were listening to, I think, either Jason ask a question.
I was in the middle of a question.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I started talking, but I was not talking. I think
Sounds like something you would do.
You were cutting something up in there, I want to say. And
But you know what? Amongst the list of things, that's like...
Oh, yeah. No, of course.
You know what number one is, right?
Can you remind me, Jason?
What is number
I don't remember.
One? What is number one? And now
you don't remember it. That's interesting.
I got a bad feeling about this.
What if we give you a hint on who you're interviewing?
Okay. Let's see if Chris and I... Can we say the person at the same time? On the count of three.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Matt Barrows.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad we're on the same
Here's
page.
why I was thrown, because I thought you guys were referring to, like, that wasn't number one, that thing that happened yesterday.
Right.
That something else happened yesterday.
Oh,
that topped
no.
that. That's where I thought you guys were going. No.
On yesterday's list, it was probably number one.
I would say that's why I was confused. Yeah. No, Matt Barrows.
I don't remember what happened, actually.
Describe
it.
Yeah, for those of you not in the know, and you know how the audience wants to know.
You know.
If you know, you know.
But I don't know.
I had opened up a tab on the computer while we were talking to the Athletics' Matthew Barrows.
What tab?
It was like I think it was YouTube, and it went to a commercial, and I had forgotten to mute it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, except it was a commercial for basically, the only thing we heard was, well, you know, ever since Bobby got his premature, it's not a good out loud word. We'll just say it starts with an E and ends with an acculation.
Oh, now I get it. Oh.
Evacuation?
Yes, premature evacuation. Yes, Chris.
Well, Matt's been through a lot with us.
Matt has almost choked to death. Matt is still wondering about maybe even February.
Yeah.
For somebody who is like, Matt is, look, not that Matt doesn't have a sense of humor, but Matt's not like a gregarious, crazy guy.
He's a professional.
He is that's a great way to put it.
It's perfect for Matt.
It really, really is.
Because he handles it well. The other room, however, hello.
That's personal.
I think we lost that other room for a while. I remember how
you lost.
Well, this room too.
I'm never good at that.
My favorite part of that entire thing was afterwards, Frankie coming down the hallway and seeing you and just giving you a nice slow clap.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Gonna quit.
Yeah.
Quit.
Yeah. Let's see. Brick Ripsaw is in the chat with all of the chats so far.
Oh, wow.
Wants us to talk about WrestleMania with Verla. Not going to happen. But, hey, thank you for asking. Jason, you brought in, not only did you bring in donuts, you brought in breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, I just felt like, donuts are great.
Donuts are great, and this has happened before, but you're doubling up.
This is like when you're a little kid and your dog is getting older and your mom says, you know what, champ, how about we go get a burger real quick?
Let's get a burger, and you know what, this time you can have the milkshake. And then she says, let's have a talk. And this is not a good time for it because we just lost a colleague yesterday. Not died, but effectively.
It's after the analogy Chris just said. I don't like that.
That's what I think. He and I are both kind of flinching right now.
Well, before or after the show, would you like to have the talk?
I actually, if in fact that ever, of course, during the show, live with no prep.
All right, let's dim the lights.
Because yesterday we said goodbye. Well, again, he didn't die. But today is Pat Still's final day over at
the
KMCI,
Hall of Famer.
The Hall of Famer. Pat
Some people were crying like he was dying.
Nobody. Okay, hold on. Now we'll get to that. Thank you. Oh wow. No, you know what?
Even our boss came over at the end. He said, "Oh,
yeah,
is Dusty in here?" I said, "Yeah."
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Chris is insulting your wife. That's how I take it.
She got me.
She got you, and she got me.
Yeah.
She got emotional, and it was contagious.
Yeah. I was doing pretty well. And other people, Ron got me a couple people got me. Pat himself, others, but then I'm like, man.
And I think part of it is.
And then I knew I was like, nope, I can't. I'm done.
There's a lot of notes from yesterday. So if you don't know, Pat, today is his last day, Hall of Fame career, all that. It was Tom less than a year ago.
Yeah, but we don't like Tom.
That's much. A good point right there. Yeah. So Tom was gone. He left. And then Pat. It's kind of like when a husband and wife, like one goes and then the other's, like if they've been married a long time, I feel like it's kind of the same thing. So we had, conference room, everybody's there. I was excited to be there. It started at 11. I was really excited to be there when I found
what Jason brought in is basically a little less than what we had in there yesterday.
There was some fruit and stuff.
Jason went overboard for today.
He did. And Pat,
your weakness too, by the way.
You what? What'd you bring?
Seeing that little bag,
the little plastic bag?
Not the plastic bag.
The
other bag.
What's it? Oh Christ! Okay, well, donut holes.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We'll do that without the cameras on. Thank you.
Too bad we don't have Papa on today.
I know. We could get Salisbury or Katie.
So
Hasseltine.
There's a lot to go over from yesterday. So if any of you have worked in somebody retires and there's a big, well, I don't know if this happens everywhere. It happens with us, and I'm sure other places. There's a little bit of food. Everybody's sitting down. I was excited to be there all day when I found out it was happening at 10:45, 15 minutes before.
But it's also not just, it's the longest tenured person here, a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Everybody loves Pat.
Seems like you needed your email the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know, because I had no idea. I was just getting ready to go. I talked to our big boss a little bit after the show, and then I was actually getting ready to leave. And then I noticed there was food in the other room, and I went, "What's food for?" And I said, "Well, today's Pat's thing." Oh, that's right, it is. Yeah, you actually, thank you. So, a couple of things. First and foremost is that when these things happen, because I'm a child and I admit it, there always has to be a game involved. And as long as Chris and I have worked with each other, I've never played this game with him. But usually whoever I'm sitting next to that understands the game. So the game is the following. Game of golf. 20, 30 people in a room honoring somebody. There's going to be a lot of stories and a lot of very nice things to say, and different people are going to speak. Okay. And generally after a great story or speaking or whatever, there's going to be, people will applaud, whatever. So the game was, how many applauses could I start? And the rule is you have to be the first one to clap, and then everybody joins in.
And you start.
And you get credit.
And how does Dave let you know that the game is happening.
How does he let you know that?
He says, "I've got 4."
I had a 4 clap lead. No, this is like a talent. If this was a sport, I think I could go pro because there's a lot of nuance to it. You can't and then, if somebody's like, well, then when I lost my father, you can't, that's not the right time.
Dave didn't appreciate me trying to get claps in inappropriate moments.
So Chris had never played this game before, so he had a few false starts, and there are.
You think that I wasn't trying to do that?
Oh no, I think the best part though is I know there were at least 2 times where you went and 2 other smatterings happen, and those are the people that aren't paying attention. They're eating or on their phone, and then they hear, and then they
it's usually you want it was one of the worst moments of my life.
Yeah, and then someone's like, all right, okay.
Not the right time.
I think the final score was 10-2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But Jason got a couple of that.
Jason stole at least one from me by literally a half clap.
I did?
Yes. You didn't know, you weren't playing, but I'm saying there was
a quick clap.
At least one you hit the post perfectly.
Oh, you were mad at me? Did you
I wasn't mad. It's like when you know what it was like, Jason? It's like when I hit a high fly ball to the corner, to the power alley, and you dive and make the catch. Yeah. I didn't get the hit, but kind of tipped the cap. Yeah. That's kind of how it was.
Okay.
And then,
unknowingly.
You had no idea.
Yeah.
No, nobody really had any idea. Well, at one
I'm a quick clapper.
Yeah, you are. You got, and it's not just being quick. It's kind of like on Jeopardy. You can't hit the buzzer until the question finishes. Yeah. You have to have the right understanding of the clapping moments.
Yeah.
See, and I would say a few of yours were questionable because they were they were universal clapping. Yeah. If you weren't there, it was going to happen.
Oh no, I would say 80% of them, if not 90. I didn't start the clap in the sense of creating an applause where there would not be one. The goal is to be the first to initiate the applause. That almost certainly you have to have the feel for when the applause is going to happen.
Yeah,
which Chris doesn't have a very good one for, or he does, and as he's saying, is just kind of purposely doing a bit. Either way, it's fun.
Okay.
So we had that. One of my favorite things about yesterday was not just obviously the whole Pat thing, but got to see J-Man. Had not seen him in a while.
A long time.
Your wife. I got to meet your mother-in-law, which is great. So the whole Ross clan was in the room, which is great. There were a couple people in there I didn't recognize that had worked with Pat in the past. Everybody's saying a lot of great stuff. Also,
there's some people that work here that you didn't recognize.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And then also, I think this is a thing now. Why is it that these things increasingly turn into little side roasts of me? It just seems to. Is that the torch carried over from Steve Cottingham, our former PD or former market manager? It's just kind of like when someone needs to say, something funny at the expense of somebody.
Yeah,
it generally falls to me.
You know what the major problem I had with yesterday?
What was the major problem you had with yesterday?
Of course, I can't say anything because we got to be nice for Pat. But the problem I had was everyone saying, well, I would just like to say.
You didn't like the...
Oh, that's nice. Well, I would just like to say. You can just say it.
Just say it.
Oh, I see.
It's like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No, it's all day.
Yeah, I noticed you took a few shots, maybe because it was, everything's focused on Pat, and a lot of it was very touching and sentimental. The amount of stories that were said about him that related to different people in this building, you're like, wow, he had an impact.
I had no idea.
Yeah, which was great.
And truly, I did not know the depth of his impact on your family. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Well, and then, we don't have to get into the story, but the mic drop of the end of it, the way that one story tied into, I'm like,
I know. Even I have made the decision. I'm scared to talk about that story, so I'm going to keep it private. Right. But I think we know what the one that involved Dale Carlson?
Yes.
Okay. No idea.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's crazy.
It relates to someone else.
By the way, it's great stuff about Dale Carlson.
Oh, it's
nothing bad.
All of it's positive.
Amazing story.
But the person that it tied into, that I happened to be standing next to.
No idea.
At one point when the story was being told, that person leaned to they were in between my wife and I, and they said something like, I could have sworn I heard them say, that's me. And I went, I didn't hear that right. And then loudly said it later. I'm like, wait, what?
Unbelievable. Had
So,
no
really cool
idea.
story. Really cool.
Amazing story.
I also felt like I got a couple like shots for like I felt like I was old. Like there was a couple old references that got thrown at me.
It felt like Pat was trying to say, like, okay,
Pass the
Jason.
torch. He was passing the torch
Yeah.
to you. You're the elder statesman now, officially. Are you, wait, you been here longer than Marsh, or is Marsh? Yeah.
A year ahead of him.
You're the elder statesman in the building.
Yeah, there were so many before, and they just kept shrinking. And so, like, when Tom left and our big boss downstairs, I'm like, uh-oh, now it's Pat. And then here's Pat.
And then Marsh is second.
Yeah, and then I believe Leslie.
Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't.
No,
there.
but you got to be up there. Chris has got to be up there.
That's crazy.
Cindy is up there.
Yep. We're top 10, Chris. but-
Off and on, but why do he left.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't count.
Oh, if you're counting off and on, I've been here longer than Dave.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's
wonderful day, though.
really wonderful day. Also, I've got to figure out a good time to tell Pat. This is the first time I ever met Pat's wife.
Yeah.
Pat's wife is a dead ringer for the first love of my life. This
Don't
is
say it. Don't say it.
okay. All right. He's got the pen.
Think. I'm going to say it with confidence.
Yeah, you're gonna say it with confidence. Oh, interesting.
Ah!
Oh, you did hear that, Jason.
Yes, I did hear that one.
I'd be shocked if you got this, but no, this is the dead ringer for the girl that I took to senior prom.
Oh, you don't think I knew that?
No, I don't think you.
Scratch that.
Well, I now want to know.
I thought it was a famous person. Not that couldn't have been a famous person.
Well,
Never mind.
No, I want to know who's famous. You tell me off the air.
Yeah.
She looks exactly like her.
Oh.
Like, to the point where, like, when I met her,
What if I got that?
It took me. That would honestly have been. I've
It'd
been
be a
like,
little
have you
weird.
been talking to? Well, who would you even?
Oh
talk
my
to?
God, it would be hilarious if it was her.
It literally.
That was me.
It's like I know about where she is and what she's doing, so it couldn't have been her.
Would it be weird?
Yes. No, this is the
God,
girl
you
that like.
married
No, this is the girl that like. I've told her this is the girl that like disappeared and then called me from Jerusalem, and used to babysat Yasser Arafat's kids, and then is now a lesbian living in Eureka and has been for 20 years.
Is this all lies and no truth, or two truth?
100% truth. Yes. Not that there's anything wrong with any of that.
No.
I'm just saying. That's.
I mean, if you did two truths and a lie,
You
once
think-
dated someone that babysat Yasser Arafat's kids,
I've seen the picture. I've literally seen pictures.
that would either be so good of a liar. I'm like, that's too.
I
that's gotta
feel
be
like I mean, I guess you could make that up, but weird stuff to make up.
Yeah.
Like none of that benefits me in any way to make up. But absolute dead ringer to the point where when he introduced me, you wouldn't have noticed, but I probably, if there was a camera on a one shot on me, you would be able to pick out if I pointed to you like a look of like, what the flip? So anyway,
I have a question for Chris.
Chris Verlaud, you're on the spot.
Chris, care to evaluate? How do you think Dave did yesterday? He spoke. He elected to speak.
That's right. We forgot to get to this. Yeah.
I think you did great.
Thanks,
I
Jason.
want to hear what Chris said.
Well, I don't really. No, let's say, you know what? I can tell you. Go ahead, Chris.
Pat, you mean so?
That's not accurate.
You've met so.
That's also not accurate.
I've learned so much.
Is he a ghost?
I mean, I spoke about Pat, as many did, by the way, and honestly, okay, really pull the curtain back. There's always a moment at these things where usually it's the big boss who's kind of like the pseudo MC will say if anybody wants to say anything, right? And then there's this pause, and there's a point where it gets to the point of uncomfortable, as in, oh my God, is nobody going to say anything? Like that's really and it's not that people don't love Pat; it's that nobody wants to be first. And then finally, someone goes first. Was it Ron?
Yeah,
I think it was Ron Burton.
There were a couple people, and because I think a couple people said something as like by design, and then Pat said something, and it felt like it could have ended there, but I'm glad it didn't, because then a bunch of stuff came out after that, which was great.
So I decided to wait until there was a pause that got. I was like, I'm going to wait, and then if we get to the point where the pause is almost uncomfortable, then I'll jump in. So I think like 3 or 4.
I'm surprised you did after what you said during our big boss's retirement.
What did I say? What did I say during our big?
You had it all written out. You did such an amazing job. And you ended it with
what?
Just phrasing.
You guys forget that I don't remember yesterday.
Steve, suck it in. And I believe you were trying to say take it in.
I was trying to say take it in. I said suck it in.
It's kind of a better
I could have said swallow it up, and I didn't, and that would have also worked.
And of course,
we handled that well.
I had to just laugh immediately.
Yeah, you guys were great and super supportive.
Like Chris didn't start the clap; he started the laugh. The room laughed because Chris started it.
I spoke about Pat.
Yeah.
I was holding I was definitely feeling the emotions. And I don't know if it was I really thought about this yesterday. Like, I don't know how a lot of it was obviously about Pat, but I also, I try to think a little bit deeper. I think some of it too is like Tom's gone, Pat's gone. Like, there's a little bit of like wow, this is going to be you someday, Jason. Then it'll be me someday. One would hope, depending on how we go. And I'm, it used to be where you'd see these things and you'd be like, all right, old man, hit the road, Jack, call you never. And then the older you get, the longer you work with these people. I think each time there's like a 5% in the back of your head that's like, God, I'm not that far. I'm a lot closer to that than I am my first day here.
Right.
And I don't know how I don't know how I would handle that. It would be so incredibly depressing. It would be. It's nice to hear nice things from your colleagues, but also like that's it. Like with Pat, my biggest question for him is going to be, what is Monday going to be like? Mm-hmm. What is Monday going to be like when he wakes up not at 2:30 a.m. or whatever, and he's done this for his whole life, and Monday is the first day of the rest of his life, and then what is it? Tuna fish sandwiches and Jeopardy?
Doesn't sound so bad.
It was nice to hear everyone apparently has faked liking baseball for him.
That was
that was kind of a comment.
The way Ron delivered the one, he was we talk baseball. I don't even like baseball. It was so great.
It is kind of because you can get Pat going on baseball, no problem. And then anyways, I don't think my voice quivered. There was there wasn't tears. I had unfortunately the side that was facing Chris, who was sitting next to me. By the way, to be clear, I don't know if you noticed this or not. I sat down next to you, but did you notice I left the chair in between us open?
Yes.
Yeah, that was purposeful. Not because I feel like it's like a urinal thing. Like if there's an open chair, leave it open. We don't need to be touching legs. And then not that there's anything wrong with that. It was like a little leak of a tear out. It was such a light tear that it didn't even fall down. It went like out of like the side of my eye and just chilled there. But of course he sees it. I get, I'm just trying to say something nice about Pat. And what do I get? I get a text on the show text line from Chris. Wah, I'm Dave. I'm sad about Pat. Wah. And the sad thing is I actually kind of laughed. And then you guys, like I said, your wife brought the house down in the best way, telling the whole, her feelings.
How is Jason's wife the most popular person in our building?
Because, think about it. Like Jason's a nice guy in the world, and he has the coolest wife, who has the coolest family.
Jason, afterwards, like everyone's like, your wife. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, what about me, guys?
I kind of want to hear some stuff about me.
Yeah. You know how like on back in the old days, how they would have like if a lady would write something into like Betty Crocker, she would the the top left of the envelope would say like Mrs. Christopher Verlaud 13, 14. It would never say like Jane. You're I feel like you're kind of like Mr. Albert Ross.
Yeah.
Like you're.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and
I thought he was Mrs. Dabalina.
Bob Dabalina. Oh, gotcha.
And then with Jackson, like I'm just so far down the list, which is fine.
That is honestly how.
If he had stayed
that's a
for the
great
program,
point.
You know, he'd have been all over the place.
3 cheers for Jackson.
You're a great guy who has a ton of people that love you, and you're honestly, at best, the third most popular person in your own immediate family.
In a 3-person family.
In a 3-person family.
I'm not. I'm.
You're
barely
like
getting votes.
You're like, also receiving votes.
Yeah, and they're like, "There's only 3." I know, but he didn't even get the bronze.
Actually, it's not a. This probably doesn't count. I would say you're the. Here's being honest. I would say you're 4th.
Yeah. There's like the chair space and respect.
Wife, son. Mm-hmm. Okay, 1, 2. I'm not ranking them. They're 1, 2 in some order, or 1, 1.
Yeah.
I think 3rd is actually your Christmas cards. Those are actually 3rd.
Aunt Leah's up there.
Great point.
Keep it going, guys. Take that sandwich.
Oh, I already ate my bagel because I knew this was happening, Jason.
Yeah, well done. Hey, we got a Friday show for you.
We do. Also, is there truth to the rumor that Tom's coming in today?
I don't know if that's. I don't know if
get here.
There is a chance he forgot.
Well, he wasn't there yesterday. Yeah,
there is also a chance that. I mean,
what? Oh, he didn't make it.
He is older.
He is. Tom and his handler might be in here later.
Oh, how horrific would that be?
He's on a walker with like dark glasses and like his hearing aid's like a satellite dish now. Actually has like, what? You're not.
No, I'm just thinking. This is what the visual. The visual's amazing, and then I'm thinking, Chris, just what he said. How horrible would that be? But how long until he laughs?
Oh, immediately. No, immediate.
I think it would be like, oh, okay, Tom, knock it off.
Have you seen the South Park episode where Cartman confronts the little person?
I have not.
That would, Chris has, and that's exactly, that's where that drop comes from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where that comes from. So I don't know, but here's the thing. I don't know if Pat knows about Tom, so I haven't said anything.
Does.
Oh, he does? Are we sure?
He told me that.
Okay.
I
always err on the side of,
I know that. Maybe I shouldn't say
All right,
that.
just kidding.
I thought he did.
Also, speaking of saying goodbyes, your final show today.
Today of the week.
Your final show. Well, we'll be here Monday.
I will not.
Will you be here Tuesday?
Nope.
What about Wednesday?
No.
Thursday?
No.
But you'll be here for Friday Fun and Games.
No.
Wow. Jason's final show.
For a week.
Maybe. Well.
And then, remember, as a reminder, the Monday when I'm back, I'm here.
Yeah.
But I have to leave a little early because I'm going to the Sac State football golf tournament. I'm playing golf with Bobby Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the invite, guys.
You had an invite. Yeah.
But
it's going to be awesome. That tournament at Northridge is great. They do a great job with the Sac State football tournament.
You played at Northridge?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that. Oh, come on.
You played in it last year. And you had a ball.
Was it at Northridge?
Yeah, we played together. You don't remember.
Can you give me something about it that I would remember? Please?
There was a par 3 that you actually almost hit a hole-in-one. You were really close to a hole-in-one. I don't know if that helps.
Would have been my second.
We shot the cannon.
Would have been. Oh, I remember the cannon.
Yeah.
Would have been my second hole-in-one of the year.
Hole-in-3? Hole-in-1.
We have a big show for you. Friday Fun and Games. We're going to go over a lot of things, including is Eric Spoelstra. Something's going on in Miami. We're going to talk about that as well. Also, I might not be here for Friday Fun and Games because, I know Chris, I know we're way late, whatever.
You're afraid of Kayla.
Dude, seriously, no joke. She spooked me yesterday. Did you feel that a little bit?
Incredible
She's
tension.
legit no radio station stuff. I actually got a little oh God,
mad at us,
right?
No, it's not you guys. Because you're mad.
The whole lead in on what's fun and frolicky crosstalk. was, she was wearing this all white jacket. It looked very nice. And I was saying, I could never wear that. And
why are you saying that?
I didn't even get a chance. And like the punchline, well, am I really going to come in and grade someone's, unless it's Matt George, but the whole point was because I'm a slob and I would stain it. I could never wear white. My God. I know, right? She, to the point where I was like, is this real? I don't know what to do. Yeah. I kind of want to start crying. I don't know what to do. So we'll see, because she legitimately kind of scared me yesterday. But we'll see. Maybe today's better, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we got playing stuff tonight. Hornets, Magic, Warriors, Suns. We'll talk about that and more for, I think 30 seconds. We'll do it next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Thinking about starting weight loss treatment? GoodRx is here to help. We offer FDA-approved GLP-1 medications prescribed by licensed providers, including the Wegovy tablet, with straightforward pricing and pickup at your local pharmacy or delivery to your door. All from America's #1 prescription app. Go to goodrx.com/weight loss to get started. GoodRx is not insurance. Cancel anytime. #1 prescription app ranked by a third-party study.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Wildlife around the globe needs help. And when you help protect them, you become a friend of the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. A real friend. The kind of friend you want to thank. And not just with a card or a text, but with a song.
Thank you for being a friend.
Travel down the road and back again.
Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend.
From your friends at the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, thank you for helping protect wildlife around the globe. Without you, there's no them. Learn more at sdzwa.org/friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Spring is here, and warmer days are right around the corner. Before the heat hits, call Brower Mechanical. Right now, when you purchase a new high-efficiency AC system, you can choose a water heater or a whole house fan for just $1, or get your AC professionally tuned up for just $89. Don't wait until your system breaks down during the heat. Brower Mechanical, where quality meets comfort. 916-352-3113. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
I just noticed that. Is that an end of the season reference?
Yeah, probably.
Gotcha.
Is it at the end of Pat's time here?
I'll do that next break.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we got Tim Allen tickets for you today as well. I'm already worried about what we're going to talk about next week. I don't like it when you're not here. Just like you don't like, it is what it is. Just then depends on what Chris is going through that day. Sometimes Chris will. It's like fishing with Chris. I have to throw baits out.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, something will
You'll catch.
Get him going.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn sometimes. Or sometimes he'll just look at me like, what do you
What do you want from me?
It's not my job, dude.
Yeah.
Fill the time, brother. So we'll see next week.
With no Kings, I think it kind of helps my...
Uh-huh. I'm sure that next week, when you're gone, the shows will be timely and topical, focused. Segments, boom, 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 boom.
We won't spend the first 30 minutes of a segment. Remember back of the night show?
Yeah.
I mean, it was an award-winning program, according to Sac News and Review. Hornets Magic tonight. LaMelo Ball.
Must win?
I would say must win for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hornjick?
Hornjick. And then the Warriors and Suns. The Warrens. The ones. Oh. Bless you.
Thank you.
We should get your sneezes sponsored. Oh. That was not a good follow-up, dude. I don't like the whole LaMelo Ball thing. We talked about this at length yesterday. It does kind of bother me.
The trip?
The fact that it was
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And that he's playing.
I hate that he's playing. Now, at 7:28, we're going to talk Eric Spoelstra, Coach Miami, had some comments again. So did Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is, I do not believe that LaMelo Ball should be playing tonight. I think that's not because I care about the Magic in any way, shape, or form. It's just LaMelo Ball's actions basically cost Miami their season.
Right.
And coming up when we do talk about that, I got a weird feeling. I think maybe not. I think Eric Spoelstra might not be long.
Really?
Why
is that?
It's starting to kind of there's certain ways you can kind of look and see and read between the lines. Well, we're gonna hear a number of there's some comments from some players that aren't that tough to decipher, number one. Number two, I don't think Pat Riley cares about. I mean, I know he cares about culture and longevity and all that, but if anyone was like, "Yep, you're not getting it done,"
yeah,
it's Pat Riley.
He would change it, yeah.
And I would say that, let's see, they missed the playoffs this year. They lost in the first round last year. They lost in the first round the year before that. Now, they were in the finals the year before that. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals the year before that. They were in the finals 2 years prior. But I don't know. Sometimes you can only do so much for so long, and it honestly, and go ahead.
I feel like he's going more big fish hunting, not coaching, player.
Yeah,
and then take another run at it with Spoelstra. That's my guess, but I don't know.
I think it'll be interesting to see if they catch that fish. I mean, they do have a big advantage. It's called Miami.
Yeah. Like, could they get like Giannis?
That's where I think that's kind of the I don't want to say secret, sneaky, because it's been talked about quite a bit. But I think a lot of people are Lakers, Spurs, obviously. Could OKC do? Miami makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Chris has been sending him to San Antonio for Fox for a while.
He has for a long time, but we just get the feeling that's not going to happen. I don't know. It makes sense to me. But It's so funny. This is such a I generally avoid this stuff like the plague because this is dumb sports radio, dumb TV sports show questions. But I did, as I was looking at these quotes last night and just kind of looking at the show today, and I couldn't help but think, okay, well, I'm completely guessing, and it's 100% unfounded, and there's like a large chance that Erik Spoelstra is going to remain with the Heat. But if for some reason it was one of those, like, tomorrow or the next day, like shock announcement, Shams Charania reporting Erik Spoelstra and Pat Wright, the Heat part ways mutually. Do you look at him here, like now? If you're the Kings, even though they have publicly backed Doug Christie, and he, and in our opinion, deserves to be backed. But then it's like, that's the prom queen, arguably. That's the one. But also, do you worry about, like, does Erik Spoelstra work without Pat Riley?
I don't think I would worry as much about that. I think he does, personally.
Okay.
But I would think you have to look at that.
You kind of do, don't you?
But I also wonder, why wouldn't every other organization have the exact same feel?
I think they would.
And then if there's choices for him.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
But what if in this particular case, what if his people reached out? He's looking for a change. He's looking for a project. He loves the weather in Miami, kind of wants to live in a warm weather spot for the most part. He's got interest if you do. I mean, do you worry about that? And you go, well, we already kind of, or do you say, the hell with it, this is business?
I think you're always looking to upgrade. I think everybody
good
at
business.
At this point in time, that's an upgrade.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, speaking of upgrades, Jason Ross not in attendance yesterday?
Nope. I was here.
And, that's right. You were there. Yeah, because I got home and started watching. Yeah, that's right. The Sacramento sort of not really Athletics played yesterday at home. Took on the Rangers. And also, where somebody we thought wasn't that good anymore is all of a sudden very, very good. Gotta love that. We'll go over yesterday's game and around the diamond next.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for the Declaration of Deals sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $14,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. And take advantage of available 5.9% financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days on select inventory.
That's the kind of savings we need with gas prices so high.
It's true. Plus, Ram has some of the best fuel EPA ratings in the segment. And with over 500 new Rams available, your new hard-to-find heavy-duty Ram is at Hoblet. Don't miss your chance to save with Hoblet Dodge in Woodland.
Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, nobody beats Hoblet, period. $14,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Limited Longhorn after $1,500 factory rebates and $13,000 dealer discounts. Discounts include $1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade, and $500 on the job upfit with eligible upfit. One of this net savings, VIN 152135. See dealer for details.
Business moves fast, and so do we. At Bank of Marin, we team up with businesses in the greater Sacramento area to help you drive the lane and score big. With dedicated relationship bankers and local decision-making, we help you move quickly, whether you're upgrading equipment, buying your next building, streamlining cash flow, or fueling growth. From expansion to investment, we're ready to help you win. Bank of Marin, your local business bank. Visit us at bankofmarin.com. Member FDIC.
Friday is here, folks. What's up? It's Johnny Mosley on the mic. I've got the Toyota fired up, coffee in hand, and together, we're taking a peek at what's happening at Palisades.
Thanks, Johnny. Mostly sunny skies take over Palisades Tahoe today with temperatures warming to around 50 degrees and very light winds. Saturday stays pleasant, mid-50s with scattered clouds. A perfect spring ski weekend. This report is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Hi.
Hi. Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
A's fall to the Rangers on a very windy day game. Very windy. Big error for the, it's a tough error. They didn't call it an error, but big missed fly ball for the Rangers clearing the bases. Nick
Scored
Kurtz.
all the runs. And that should have been it.
It really should have.
And then an awful ninth inning.
Yeah, a very, very awful ninth inning. Justin Sterner has had better days, giving up 4 runs. And the Rangers win 9-6. They split the 4-game series. So we've really gotten nowhere.
Yeah. It's okay, though. Still in first.
A's have still won 7 of 10.
Yeah.
There is a nice cropping at the top between the Rangers and A's, who are both 10 and 9. Angels, just a half game back at 10 and 10. That's a little surprising. And that song wasn't done. Chris thought he'd bring it back. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit later, we're going to talk about the Dodgers and their 14-4 start.
Who saw that? Oh.
No one said energy. Is Chris having a seizure?
Yes.
What is going on back there, dude?
It's like moving around, and I can't grab it, so.
What was a
Fill in the
Nintendo
pieces.
commercial?
Super Nintendo.
Fill in the pieces there.
What is okay? No, for real. What is going on? No, like,
Seriously, like nothing is playing, and then I'm putting up it's still playing, but it's saying on the screen that it's not.
It's not. I feel like it's playing.
I hear it.
Could you just keep that? Loan in the back. There used to be a sports talk thing. There would be certain shows. Scott Farrell, one of them, where there'd always be music in the background.
In the Dungeon.
In the Dungeon with Frank Red.
Yes.
Our very own, as a matter of fact. Still see Frank Red or talk to him every once in a while. Yeah, so the A's now start another series against the White Sox at home. You gotta take care of business, A's.
2 or 3? Take 2 or 3. That's
I
fine.
think 2 or 3. I mean, obviously you want to sweep, but 2 or 3 of the minimum, because then they go on. Then they go on the road, 6-game roadie, Seattle and Texas.
Okay,
no biggie.
Yeah. Well, Seattle's the interesting one right now.
They are.
Are they were they a one-hit wonder, or?
I don't think so. I don't know that they're going to, win the World Series or anything, but
you've seen what it's very early, so let's be fair. What Mr. Raleigh's doing?
Didn't Cal Raleigh start out like 0-8 didn't he strike out like 8 out of 8 or 8 out of 10? Something crazy. He is here we go.
It sounds like it was your most valuable player pick.
I mean, again, kind of another reason why, because you never know when you're going to get that out of Cal Raleigh, what you got last year. Now,
Fluke.
Maybe it was his only chance. And then, let's Aaron Judge again.
Yeah, take that away from him. No, what is he doing, honestly? I know it's been a struggle. It's got a couple home runs, I think.
I will say this. Yeah, he has 2 more home runs than you and I do.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah, he's batting 169, which is fun at a party, but not in Major League Baseball. With 2 home runs, 11 RBI, and in 77 at-bats, he struck out 30 times.
Okay.
Not a good...
Well, he's better than that. That's obvious. So,
yes.
Yeah, we'll see when he gets going.
One would think so.
But I think it's a lot of them. Julio Rodriguez, Naylor, just their lineup was really good last year, and it's, at the moment, not playing well.
Yeah,
so
they have not started.
It's not like they're buried. It's a long way to go.
Not started out well, Jason Ross. But we mentioned the Angels earlier. A little bit of a surprising start for them, but there's a big reason.
That guy up there on the screen that's about to hit a home run?
That was
shot
what
of
you
water.
call a moonshot.
Yeah. Outfielder didn't even move. I love those. When the outfielder just doesn't even flinch. It's like, yeah, that's gone.
Mike Trout. And I have no, the Angels are like let me pick a team. The Angels are like the Rays to me. I don't hate them, or I literally feel nothing for them. I have no hatred for them. I have no love for them. But I do appreciate Mike Trout and his career, or what it was going to be. He and Albert Pujols are basically neck and neck as far as guys that are just going to be first ballot Hall of Famer, super stud, all that.
Over Tony Danza?
Angels in the outfield.
Oh, God dang it, dude. What? Wait, what?
Matthew McConaughey?
That's right. Was he in that?
Yeah.
Adrian Brody, maybe?
Yes. Donald Glover.
How many Oscars? That's at least 3.
None of them were named Oscar.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yep.
What a cast.
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez was the coach, right?
Very funny.
No.
1993.
Is when Angels in the Outfield came out?
Yes.
I guess. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think you're right.
Let's see. Hold on.
I'm going with it. I'm going with Chris on this, 1993.
93?
That was the number I felt.
Should have gone somewhere else.
Yeah. What year?
94.
He's filling up the Coliseum.
Mike Trout has 7 home runs and 16 RBI. The funny thing is he's only batting .246, but
that's Hall of Fame numbers now.
That is, that when you keep in mind that he had 45 home runs and 104 RBI in 2019, where every year he was hitting 30-plus, batting, just since...
Has he won a batting title? No.
I don't believe he has, no. Lifetime batting average 293. His high, I think, was his first full year in the majors. He batted 326.
Wow.
But after that 45 home run year in 2019, he's gone 17, which COVID, 8. He did have the 40 home run year in 2022, 18-10. Last year he had 26. He's already up to 7 right now, and he looks healthy. And I think a lot of Trout fans are sitting here going, okay, what's coming? But the bottom line is if Mike Trout's healthy, he's one of the best players in Major League Baseball. And, yes, he's 34 years old. He'll be 35 in August. But it is nice to see that there's still a little bit more going on with him. Like yesterday watching the A's and Rangers, it was a little bit sad because Andrew McCutchen came to the plate at one point. They were talking about McCutchen and how he had kind of stayed on. He wanted to go back to Pittsburgh. Uh-huh. They had other plans, so he's kind of holding on in Texas. He had one official at bats, and I believe he is hitless in his last 8 games. I want to say he's hitless. Yeah, his last hit, he went 1 for 3 against the Orioles April 1st. Since then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 wow. games, including it's just.
Well, and here the other night he hit the one that would have been a home run, but Denzel Clark robbed it.
Yeah, and that's one of those things when you're in a slump, Nothing, when you're going strong, when you're on a nice streak, everything, it's like the same Bull Durham. You got CNI, they hear that, whatever. It's the exact opposite. It feels like McCutcheon's going through that. The problem is he's 39 years old. But when you look, and we'll do this again, we'll look at your kind of running stories in a very young baseball season. But one of the things that my favorite story this year, and we'll cover this again at 8:30. Now I said I have no love for, or hate for the Angels and many other teams, Marlins. Well, maybe a little hate for the Marlins because, the National League and beat the Giants, Moises Alou and all that. But if I had like a second team, like if you said to me, other than the Giants, and let's take the A's out now, like what team would you like to see do well? And so like last year, I was rooting for the Mariners. Mm-hmm. I generally will glide towards a team that is not historically good.
Right.
But of all the teams in the major leagues, there's probably no team I'd like to see do better more than the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, and they're off to a good start.
And they are off. They're in first place with the Reds.
Young players.
Yes, they do. They have compiled a lot of good players over the years, and the problem is a lot of them just don't stay healthy. I love O'Neal Cruz. I absolutely love O'Neal Cruz. I've loved him for a long time when he came up as a 6'7" shortstop. And, he's a freak of nature in baseball, and I love it. Obviously, Paul Skeens is a stud. Joey Bart. How about Joey Bart, their starting catcher, who's just still kind of making a career for himself despite batting 148 currently with a home run. But they have this – they have no money.
Yeah.
All they can do is draft. And the thing is, this is their window. Because all these good players are going to be on other teams here very, very, very soon. So keep it up. Keep it up, Pittsburgh Pirates. And if you're not familiar with the name, by the way, Connor Griffin, he's only batting .214. He has not hit a home run yet. This is a 19-year-old shortstop, and he might be the best prospect in baseball. Yeah, keep an eye on him. We'll take a break. When we come back, top of the hour, 3 for Madness. What'd you take out of the interview yesterday with Scott Perry? Other NBA teams to look at, and some Ja Morant stuff surfaced again yesterday. All right, well, let's talk about that a little bit. We'll do that next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday. Getting out the door and still feeling that north breeze. It'll be a blustery beginning to the day because of that breeze, and it feels quite cool this morning. The breeze will ease through the afternoon with temperatures today a little warmer. Highs peak in the low 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Chris, exciting news about the World Cup. For the first time in history, there will be a halftime show during the final.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Not Oasis.
Bad Bunny?
Nope, they want to get somebody better. Somebody that would appeal to the world. And just quite frankly, a better band.
I mean, they did make big news last year.
I'm sure they did. Coldplay.
Oh.
Yeah, remember the big news they made last year?
I do.
I don't
either. But he's setting up for something.
The cheating couple.
Oh, yeah. Well, that wasn't their fault.
I'm saying they made big news. That's all I said.
I feel like the couple's the one that made the big news. By the way,
she's upset that Chris Martin
didn't reach out to her. I saw that during the break too. Some TMZ thing caught up with her on the street, and she's very upset that Chris Martin never reached out to check on her. What?
Yeah, his bad.
You went out and cheated on your husband, and I think the other guy cheated on his wife, and you got caught on camera. I mean, bad luck. Sorry. It sucks.
Well, that happens, that type of profession. What was she? Oh, yeah, HR.
Yeah. And wasn't she HR at the dude's company that she was cheating with? Yeah. But
did she write herself up?
Write herself up. You said, okay. Yeah, no, she and then she like what is that phone call? Hey, Karen, Chris Martin. You good?
Karen, huh?
I don't know, probably. Jessica.
Got to be honest, we've done this over 100 times and have not had this response before.
Sorry about the kiss cam. We should have known, right, that when you're in an arena filled with 60,000 people or whatever it was, and a guy who's not your husband is kissing you and has his arms around you, we should have known by looking at you not to put you on camera. It's really our fault we ruined your lives. Sorry. Would you like to sing on our new album? Like, what is that call? What is the point of that phone call?
Right.
What a weirdo, man. Like, just take the L. You didn't murder anyone. You adulterated. Like, sucks. Pick up the pieces. Move on. And maybe next time, don't go to a place with 60,000 people and, be on camera with somebody that you're not married to. Also, as we get to 3 for here, I meant to talk about this yesterday, but then I didn't because I forgot about it. This is interesting, Jason. You ever, even as a kid, you ever trade something? Could be a baseball card, absolutely. Whatever. Maybe marbles. I don't know.
Mainly cards.
There was a 26-year-old guy who had no job, and no money. He was unemployed in Montreal and tired of paying rent. He looked at a red paperclip on his desk, and he posted it on Craigslist. Asked if anybody wanted to trade for something bigger. 2 women in Vancouver offered him a pen shaped like a fish. He flew there to make the trade. Now, that's interesting to me. He's broke, has no money. He flew from Montreal for a fish pen. That's probably why he had no money. But the fish pen became a hand-sculpted doorknob in Seattle. The doorknob became a camping stove in Massachusetts. The stove became a Honda generator in California. The generator became an instant party kit, empty keg, beer, IOU, neon Budweiser sign. He traded the party kit for a Ski-Doo snowmobile. The snowmobile became a 2-person trip to Yacht, British Columbia. The trip became a box truck. The truck became a recording contract. The contract became a year of free rent in Phoenix. The year of rent became an afternoon with rock star Alice Cooper. The afternoon with Alice Cooper became a Kiss snow globe.
What?
Everyone called him insane for that one. He just traded an afternoon with a music legend for a freaking snow globe. But the snow globe became a paid speaking role in a Corbin Burnson movie.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out Corbin Burnson of LA Law and Major League fame. And what else, Chris? You've always got something. Corbin Burnson?
The 1995 Rock and Jock softball game.
Okay, we'll accept that. Turns out Corbin Burnson owned 6,000 snow globes and wanted the Kiss one bad enough to trade a part in his next film for it. The movie role became a 2-story house at 503 Main Street, Kipling, Saskatchewan. The town offered the house in exchange for the role. Citizens of Kipling auditioned for the part. 14 trades, 12 months, $0 spent, I guess, except for the plane ticket to Vancouver. He got covered by the Canadian Broadcasting Company. They covered the whole story. He got flown to Japan to appear on game shows. Random House published a book about it in 14 languages. He ended up giving a TED Talk in Vienna. The town of Kipling built the world's largest red paperclip sculpture. I'm curious if there's any other red paperclip sculptures, but that's not the point. Guinness gave him the record for most successful internet trade. He didn't keep the house. He gave it back to the town. It's a cafe now called the Paperclip Cottage. The red paperclip was never about the paperclip. It's all a true story. I checked it.
You did?
Other than him paying out of pocket for 2 flights during the trades. $0 spent.
I obviously not as good of a trader.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But honestly, interesting. Like, I have a baseball trophy that says Matt and Kayla Show World Baseball Champion, Sactown Sports 1140.
What could you get for that?
I don't know, but it'd be interesting if I posted it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, maybe the show. What can I get that's better than this that I could then turn into something else? That actually would be kind of a fun hobby.
It would be a fun game to see, like, if we did it. Me, you, and Chris started with an object, and we gave ourselves a year, or what, I don't know how much time, and then see who, after a month, after 2 months, what we can produce.
I say we give ourselves, that'd be great. We give ourselves 2 months.
And we each pick some sort of object that we own.
Yeah, like, I think it should be the same exact object for the 3 of us.
Oh, and see what we can turn
So we all start at the exact same level.
I would also like to apologize. It was a 1994 Rock and Jock softball game.
Come on, dude.
I thought you were better than that, Chris.
Wow, and this is why journalism's under fire.
Yeah.
So thanks
Accuracy.
for that. Well, that
Jim
killed.
Crandall didn't tweet it.
Nope. Beam Team on the chat says the red paperclip guy would have gotten her pick swap back from the Spurs. That's well.
What if you could do something like that?
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
There's probably something like that in the NBA where some nobody got turned into Victor Wembanyama. Like you go back to 1992.
You're Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it's kind of like, when do you start?
All the dice.
When do you start?
Like when we're referencing some of the teams that have really turned it around.
Yes.
I mean, when is the official reference point?
If the red paperclip guy, that's Sam Presti and Paul George.
Well, but no, and that's actually a perfect thing. I was
Okay.
literally talking about this with my brother yesterday. We were talking about OKC a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we said, does it actually go back to like Durant? I mean, it's not Presti per se, but like when you start it, because you go, what he was looking up, I go, gosh, they have to have the greatest 3-year draft in the history of the league. It went Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, Harden. I mean, my goodness, in 3 straight drafts, and then you go, that group led them to a championship, or to a championship game, or to the finals. Never won a championship. But then, like, all of that gets them to what was, like, they drafted Sabonis, remember? They traded for Paul George. Yeah. They get Paul George, which turns into SGA, which that group led them to a championship. But, we kind of do the Paul George as the reference, but do you have to go further? Do you, that's the thing. It's like, how far back do you say is the red paperclip?
Do you remember how the Magic, or excuse me, how the do you remember how OKC acquired Paul George?
Sabonis and Oladipo?
That's correct.
Yeah. Went to Indiana.
Do you remember how Indiana acquired Domantas Sabonis?
Well, that's the same trade. Oh, how Indiana got him. Something from the Magic. I don't remember.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Because I think most people think that Indiana drafted Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, no, he was Orlando first, right?
Sabonis was selected 11, or OKC did. Sabonis was selected 11th overall by the Orlando Magic in 2016. He was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder along with Ersan Ilyasova and Victor Oladipo on draft night for Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka is patient zero, arguably, of the Oklahoma City Thunder's championship last year. And they drafted Ibaka in that same run you were talking about.
So it's like we always reference Billy Owens.
Yes.
Is our
Serge Ibaka should get a ring.
He's their biggest draft pick. Most impactful draft pick.
Serge Ibaka is the most impactful draft pick. They draft Ibaka. By the way, Ibaka was a stud during those years with them. They flip him for Domantas Sabonis and Victor Oladipo.
Which then turns into Paul George.
Oladipo and Sabonis turn into Paul George.
Which turns into SG.
Paul George turns into Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a lot more.
And at least Jalen Williams, I think.
Yes, Jalen Williams.
Got him Chet as well.
Sam Presti's red paperclip guy.
And it's Serge Ibaka.
3 for Madness, question 1.
What did you take above all else from Scott Perry's interview with us yesterday?
The one thing he said a lot of interesting stuff. The one thing he said that kind of caught my ear was when he talked very disdainfully about buyouts. And we're going to talk about this at 7:43, but maybe I think it's time we need to kind of shift our way of thinking when it comes to Zach LaVine. Because I think the question now is Zach LaVine actually an asset? Because I think he's becoming an asset now, or at least more asset-y. He's becoming more valuable with every single day that passes by. And I think that's kind of maybe where Perry was at. We need to see what happens, but let's just say, and we're going to talk about this in question 3 here, let's just say he's able to flip Zach LaVine for something positive. Well, then the thought process was probably like, well, we're not going to win anything this year anyway. Zach's hurt, so why even, we'll see if somebody wants to trade for him, but we don't care because eventually we will move something for him, and we're not really worried about this year or next year necessarily. And it doesn't seem like they're tripping too much on the cap either, almost like they know something we don't. So whether it's LaVine, Sabonis, or a combination of both, I kind of get the feeling that Scott Perry believes there's going to be some cap relief. In fact, I believe he said we're not going to be a tax team next year. Well, right now they very much are.
Very much.
Very much are. So what does he know that we don't know?
I'm right with you on that. I think it was those two things. It was all contract related. But to say they don't really like to do the practice of the buyout game. They're not interested in that. And the second part, he clearly said, in my years and even now, I do not want to be a team in that kind of tax apron threshold unless you are a championship caliber team. And in his words, we are far from it, which is correct. So the fact that they're basically in that category with people under there's not like all this cap relief coming. Right. They're in more stress, and he had also had mentioned there he would be interested in Russell Westbrook. He said that I think it is, and has shown a fondness for Precious Achiuwa. Well, I don't know how you accomplish those two things without something else of significance being removed from your. So to me, I took that as without him, he can't talk about the players per se or even draft picks, but like he's shedding salary, and I don't know how he's going to do it because I'm sure he tried to at the trade deadline. That wasn't done, and either he is going to accept an offer maybe that isn't as likable, or maybe there are more offers out there than we know. I don't know.
Well, I think to your point, taking from that the following, I think we can pretty much, unless, again, you never know, but the most likely conclusion, and I would say this is an overwhelmingly likely conclusion, is either or both Zach LaVine and Domantas Sabonis have played their last games for the Kings. I don't.
It's just what is out there for him.
I don't know.
And he would know more than we.
Yeah, I don't know. And my guess is Sabonis might be more movable and they revisit the Toronto thing, but LaVine might be movable too now that he's an expiring. But after that, that's $100 million right there pretty much. After that, okay, DeRozan, 25-7, but this is an accurate figure. DeRozan is not 20. It's a partial guarantee for next year as I understand it. So.
And also, remember, you have to get some money back.
Yes, something.
Like, hey, good, $50 million's gone.
Well, unless they're trying to trade for a pick or something like that. Also, DeAndre Hunter's 25, and he's on an expiring as well. They've got $75 million in expirings just between LaVine, Hunter, and then you add in DeRozan. That's $125 million. There's a lot of stuff that could happen here, but I find it very difficult to believe with what he's saying that both those guys will be on the team next year. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Who is the team you'll most be keeping an eye on this summer?
Yeah, it's kind of 2, and I can't decide between the two, but it's the Warriors and the Heat.
I'd probably go with the Kings.
Well, outside of them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Right now, the Warriors have $182 million left for next year. Kristaps Porzingis is
I'm out of cash.
On a $30.7 million expiring. Everything else is either they're signed through next year. So, for example, even the Kings have issues here. Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler will make a combined, just the two of them, $120 million next year.
I'm out of cash.
Porzingis, that's going to be $31 million off the books. Gary Payton Jr., but that's $3.3 million, and then on down the line. Horford, Draymond Green, DeAnthony Melton are all player options. Draymond at $27 million, and you wonder if that may end up being stretched into a maybe a 3-year deal for a little bit less, but more overall. It just seems like this is the type of summer where the Warriors and Heat always somehow manage to make stuff work, and it's like, oh, they're $900 million over the cap, and they somehow acquired Giannis Antetokounmpo as a free agent. Like I don't know what, but I have a feeling you're going to see one or both of those teams very busy this summer.
Yeah, I think the Warriors have to be because you're going to go forward with Jimmy Butler, I would think, and Steph Curry and Draymond Green. So you got to try to make another run at it. There's a couple teams that are likely going to or could go out in the first round that I'm curious about. So let's say Minnesota, the Lakers Rockets loser.
Yeah.
Maybe Cleveland, who has they traded for James Harden. Like this is a team that's kind of going for it, but they're the 4 seed. Like teams that are good, that I don't think can do it. And then what's next for them? Actually, there's a lot of eyes on LeBron too. Like
yes, there are.
Where does he land? What does that free up for the Lakers? If he doesn't stay with LA, so. There's a lot of stuff to watch this summer.
There is a lot of stuff. I think it's gonna be. Last year was kind of lame because and not that things have changed, but you wonder if maybe some of the old contracts are coming up and GMs have figured out a little bit more, and it will be an interesting situation. Chris, I'm going to shift on the fly here. Let me read question 3, would you please? Question 3.
Question 3.
I don't want to truncate this next conversation, so I'm going to flip stuff here. Jason, Eric Spoelstra says that he thinks LaMelo Ball has been punished enough. In other words, he agrees with there being no suspension. And Bam Adebayo says that LaMelo Ball never reached out to him to apologize. Is there going to be more to this next season?
I don't know if it'll be more next season, but this needs to get resolved in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And to me, it's on LaMelo. I know he's got a game to worry about tonight, but when you say I'm going to reach out and see if he's doing okay,
send a text, dude.
Something.
Something.
Everybody's got everybody's number. There's way these guys know how to get to each other.
Yeah.
That'd be the right thing to do.
Here's Bam asked at media.
LaMelo said after the game that he was going to try to touch base with you and apologize. Did that conversation happen, and what did he kind of say to you?
It didn't happen. By that time, I was in the shower trying to figure out what I was going to do next. Obviously, everything happened all at once, and I wanted to be out there. At some point, I'll see him again. We'll have that conversation. We move on.
Interesting. I don't know how to take that.
Yeah.
As in, I was in the shower, maybe, I don't know, but nothing, And then the other part, when you read it in print, it certainly sounds like I'll see him again. Yeah. And we will absolutely have that conversation.
Didn't sound that way, though.
It didn't sound that way. It sounded like I'll see him again. I'm sure we'll have that conversation and then move on. So maybe it's one of those, if you're giving grace to LaMelo Ball, which I'm not inclined to do. I got to be honest. I got to be honest, man. I gave LaMelo Ball a lot of grace because I didn't want his dad to paint him. And I also think his dad was painted wrong in some aspects, like the brashness and the this and the that. Well, you raised two NBA sons and a third that has a fledgling music career. His mother, I know he had that hit song though, Chris. What do you want from me? Their mother has serious health issues. I try to give them grace throughout, but also I remember watching a clip somebody recorded of LaMelo Ball absolutely racing out of the team parking lot and onto the streets of Charlotte. And this was like a year ago. And then you hear about the accident he had and all that. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know LaMelo Ball. I don't know him, but he seems to strike me as somebody who's just like, I don't care. I'm here to play. He's a very good NBA player. There's no doubt about that, but usually I give people the benefit of the doubt. That benefit is getting less and less with LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to me, it's on him. Like, it is really his decision how he's going to make this story go on anymore or end it, or just say, I talked to Bam, we're good. I apologize for my actions.
Sure.
Now I'm worried about my team, and we're trying to win the next game and get into the playoffs.
Maybe he waits till the end of the year or end of his season.
Yeah.
Maybe he's waiting to see him in person next year. I don't know. But at some point, you got to think, even if it's just out at mid-court before the next Heat Hornets game, they're shaking hands or doing whatever.
You can wait that long. Now it's like forgotten the mood of it, the tension of it.
I wouldn't think so. I think you want to. I think you want to get that a little bit out of the way. By the way, before I forget, because we have the quote now, we talked yesterday about Draymond Green and his defense on Kawhi in the fourth quarter. Here was Kawhi a little bit later.
To hear one of the greats say that about me, man.
That was labeled wrong. Let me reset. This is Draymond Green obviously reacting to the great things Kawhi said about his defense.
To hear one of the greats say that about me, man, that's special. That's why you do it, because you want respect from your peers, and Kawhi he's not just no ordinary peer. Again, he's one of the greats, and so to hear him say that about me, that guy took a Defensive Player of the Year award away from me. He's a man of few words, but when he speaks, it's loud, because he doesn't speak much, and I don't think there's a player in the NBA that does not respect Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. I mean, when he talks, people listen.
Yep.
And that was one of
Draymond's finest works.
It really was.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really was.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the finals. Wasn't in, Yeah, it's a play-in game, but to be able to do that to somebody like Kawhi Leonard, and that might have been the curtain for Kawhi with the Clippers. He's still signed for another year, but kind of hear these rumblings of, maybe Zach LaVine for Kawhi Leonard straight up. Who says no?
That's what you're hearing.
Who says no? Who says no? Yeah. We'll take a break. Speaking of Zach LaVine, we'll talk about him at 7:43. When we get back, though, I was going to do this as the third 3 for Madness question. I think we need a little bit more time to stretch on this. Yesterday, more details emerged about, or reemerged, about Ja Morant and conversations with the Sacramento Kings. Also, Ja Morant's status or lack thereof with Memphis. Well, let's go there, Sacramento. Let's talk Kings fans. How likely is it, and how would it look if Ja Morant became a Sacramento King? We'll do that next. But first, I would like to think that if LaMelo Ball was a Sacramento King, he would purchase his vehicles from Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. And he would not drive like an absolute maniac. Because he would have the wherewithal and the security of knowing, especially in one of these new Ram trucks, that he can just roll and do his thing. No need to be in a rush. You're going to get there. Put all your equipment in the back of the truck. No problem. Pick up Bam Adebayo, put him in the back, apologize. Maybe go camping. Then you can do that at 4.99% interest, which is, in this economy, ridiculously low. But Hoblet continues as a family-owned and operated organization. They continue to fight for you. Make sure not only you get the best deals and the best service when you're there, but when you're gone, when you're off, when you drive away. Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 1 minute break here. No going away. We'll come back after this.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but Northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
We are fortunate in Northern California to have weather that allows us to play golf year-round. On the other hand, that's a lot of time to be exposed to the sun's harmful rays, so just remember to apply the sunscreen. Experts say that SPF 30 blocks 97% of the UVB rays that cause sunburn, and you should apply sunscreen at least every 2 hours. So put it on before you play and reapply at the turn. Apply it evenly and thoroughly. When you use a spray, don't step into the spray because you won't be putting it on evenly. We all tend to get our arms, legs, and face, but make sure you apply to your ears, neck, hands, and scalp, and don't forget the backs of your knees. And make sure you check the expiration date. Experts also say the sunscreen that works is the sunscreen that you actually are going to put on your skin. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Norwegians.
Yeah.
Shout out, Norway. Victor Hovland, I think. Probably, huh?
And the rest?
Maybe the Højgaards, the Højgaard brothers on tour. I think they're Norwegian, Danish, Finnish. I don't know. Somewhere up there. Somewhere up there. Friday Fun and Games coming up. Hopefully Gayla's not still angry.
No promises.
Golly, man. I'm a little nervous. Like I'm looking forward to crosstalk and
looking forward to it.
I don't know about today. Yesterday, there was some talk and then subsequent articles about Ja Morant and the lack of his future in Memphis. He was not. There was no exit interview for him. The story is that, well, at least it seems that Memphis tried to move him at the trade deadline. There was just basically no realistic takers. According to the article, which is entitled "Inside the End of the Ja Morant Era in Memphis" by Tim McMahon, who's pretty connected. The Kings engaged about Ja Morant, but also asked for a first-round pick with Morant.
Wow.
And they were told no. Yeah. No. They might revisit that. I don't know. I imagine a lot of things would be revisited. Here's what I will say. And looking at the numbers today, if you look at Ja Morant and the Sacramento Kings and both payrolls, Ja Morant for Zach LaVine not only works, but I absolutely believe Memphis would do that.
Really?
I 100,000%.
Tell me why.
Because
contract sooner.
100%. I think at this point
away from Ja.
Ja's a dead asset. He's got very little value to them. They don't want to continue with him, it appears. That the Ja Morant experience is over in Memphis. So what can we get? Well, we can turn 2 more years of Ja Morant at $40 million a year into 1 year of contract expiring Zach LaVine at $48 million. One of the reasons why I wonder if the Kings would entertain this is, let me just throw a scenario out for you. The Sacramento Kings draft Darren Peterson, who it seems is more comfortable as a 2. The Sacramento Kings draft Cam Boozer, a big. If the Kings do not draft a point guard, is kind of my point, do they go, okay, this is the type of swing we can take? What is the risk? Because I don't think there's really a risk playing-wise between Morant and LaVine. What's Morant going to be worse than what LaVine was last year? LaVine barely played. And even if LaVine is great next year, he's great on a team that's not going anywhere next year. So is this the type of risk a team like the Kings should take? We always talk about big swings. Why do we always talk about big swings? Number 1, this is Sacramento. Number 2, smaller market teams sometimes have to do this. But number 3, I think the underlying DNA of anyone over 35 that's a Kings fan is when they acquired a disgruntled player that was seemingly on his way out of the league and literally cried on the plane on the way here. Now, is Ja Morant the same as Chris Webber? No, and I know that there are many Chris Webber fans listening right now that are rolling their eyes at that, but I would remind you that when the Sacramento Kings acquired Chris Webber, he had just been, I think, I'll say allegedly for everything because I don't know what ended up being convicted or not, but there was the weed in Puerto Rico. There was I think the big one was the alleged assault charges between, I think it was he and Juwan Howard. I want to remember this correctly, so I deeply apologize if I'm getting it wrong, but I'm almost positive that is correct. There were a couple of different off-court police-related incidents. Not to mention the fact that he somehow managed to win Rookie of the Year and get traded the same year with the Golden State Warriors. So, and he got sent to Washington. So to say that at that point Chris Webber was viewed as a disgruntled baby who was entitled and a nightmare for coaches, is an understatement. He was. Now, he wasn't waving the guns on Instagram and doing all that, but really when you think about it, I kind of put them all in the same. They're all kind of the same. Now, is Ja Morant going to come to Sacramento and be Chris Webber? Probably not. But if you're the Kings, and I'm just asking here, you have a couple of choices in this situation, both of which I think the Memphis Grizzlies would look at. Number one, you trade Zach LaVine straight across for Ja Morant. You give up you're basically extending for a year that salary is what it comes down to. LaVine makes $48 million. Ja Morant makes $39.5 million. LaVine expires this year. Ja Morant this next season. Morant expires the season after that. Morant is 27, I believe, 26, going to be 27. You also, because Memphis has some room, you either can make that trade straight across and you're saving yourself about $8 million in making that move, which is significant for the Kings. You also, by the way, if you wanted to, you could adjust that and I believe I was looking earlier, I think you could actually include Brandon Clark coming back as well if you wanted to. That salary matches. I don't think the Kings would look at that. I think they might push for some sort of draft compensation. But the simple question is this. You have Keegan Murray, DeAndre Hunter. You're probably moving Sabonis. So you're looking now at maybe a Dylan Cardwell, Precious Achiuwa, DeRozan, and then now plug in Darren Peterson, plug in Caleb Wilson, plug in Cam Boozer, whatever. Do you take a shot on Ja Morant?
So my pushback on the thought is this. Understand the financial savings of, not savings, but moving from LaVine and you'd add another year. I believe you're under this belief, and I think probably to some extent at the moment Scott Perry's under the belief that next year, okay, they probably will be healthier. I think that's a fair guess.
Yes.
I don't know how much better, though. So let's assume they're a lottery team again-ish, somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
So besides the being free from 1 year difference, of the contracts, then is your thought behind it, if you are proposing this too, is the 27-28 season, 1 year, final year of Ja, with whatever else you have, is the start of the sustained winner? Because then you have to decide, are you signing Ja again?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this just like, well, we just brought in a talented player that's got one more year than Zach LaVine?
Maybe it's a test run.
Could be.
I mean, honestly, I'm a big fan of having players in career in contract years. Weirdly enough, they generally seem to do
Zach LaVine.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think next year matters. I don't think wins matter. Again, I know we're sitting here, season isn't over, but again, Kings fans, I don't think they're looking to win next year.
How much of, and you asked a great question yesterday, Scott Perry, about the pillars.
Thank you about that.
It's important to him, and that's fine. That's what he believes in his experience that means the most, not the pillars per se, but the character. Talent, you have to have it. We get that. They're all there. They all have talent. But these are things that help build the best kind of individual that can help build the best kind of team.
Mm-hmm.
By appearances, it does not seem like Ja hits those.
That's correct.
So he does not seem to be a Scott Perry player. Doesn't mean he can't be.
He doesn't.
But
one thing that worries me, though, I can't remember what show I heard it on or what interview. It was way, way, way back. But if I remember correctly, and not that this means anything, but I kind of alluded to it yesterday. Like, again, I'm dropping breadcrumbs for you guys. And I'm dropping breadcrumbs here. The amount of relationships that Scott Perry has, for example, with draft candidates is going to blow your mind when all the connections get put in. And and I think he might have said it on these airwaves, or maybe it was even before he got here, but pretty sure he goes way, way back with the Morant family too.
Okay.
Like there is some sort of relationship there. Again, that's not the end all be all, but he might have a differentiating insight into that. And I'm not, look, this isn't a Disney movie, but I'm also not going to discount that, let's say Perry does want to trade for Morant and he gets the right deal. Maybe he says, I need to talk to him before I make the trade. Mm-hmm. And he calls John and says, look, dude, I'm sticking my neck out on the line for you. Like, are you in? Like, are you going to do any of this shenanigans? Because I got to drop you if you do. Like, sometimes it is a very powerful thing to be a star that has been humbled and then trying, he still has plenty of time to have a Hall of Fame career, John Morant does. He still has plenty of time to do some very exciting things in his career. I'm not here to tell you he's gonna, but if you got a motivated and healthy John Morant that was looking to prove himself, that's an asset. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I just wonder about, there's always a risk in all of this. I think there was even a risk in, look, I know Scott Perry had to be well aware of, a guy like Russell Westbrook that had been on a bunch of teams lately, and I don't know if that was a coincidence. Well, is Sacramento going to be the right spot for a guy like Russell Westbrook? And it kind of was. Yeah. I mean, there was some risk in that. Yes. And now it's a much different risk as far as size of contract, but, I mean, I think a little bit like the Trae Young deal that Washington got. You're like, well, it didn't cost them that much. No. And initially, if you ever, 2 years ago, if you're thinking, hey, trade for John Morant, oh my gosh, well, De'Aaron Fox, probably some picks, what would it take to get him? The market for him is much better for the team trying to get him now than it was before. But you always have to look at it. I'm not anti. I just don't think that's a Scott Perry move to me. Yeah. I don't, but doesn't mean it becomes one. Then he is, obviously. It was a sexual assault complaint against Chris Webber and Juwan Howard. I just want to clear that up. By the way, this is back in the late 90s. It's also important to add that both were not prosecuted as a grand jury decided not to bring charges. But again, that was part of the part and parcel. Remember, that's 98. Webber came over a year later. That's, and again, I will try to think about during the break, though, because I'm sure there's an example. But do we have an example of, because I can give you Chris Webber. I can give you Jason Williams in the weed charge when he went to Florida and at Marshall. I can give you Vernon Maxwell, John Barry. Vernon Maxwell. I mean, I think there's a handful of examples of players who have had issues one way or the other, even if it's just attitude or coming here and thriving. And would it also be fair to say DeMarcus Cousins had the best years of his career here? I think so. I think he did. Yeah. Is there an example of somebody with a troubled past coming here and it didn't work out? I feel like I'm just maybe rolling over one. Because I kind of feel like we're weirdly kind of a nice soft landing for a lot of people. I mean, this is a stretch a bit because he wasn't here. Royce White? Oh, yeah. He was here for 20 minutes. Yeah, I got you. Think about it during the break. Maybe we're missing something. We will take that break. When we come back, well, let's talk about Zach LaVine. Let's talk about what we're looking at this fall with him. Is he an asset or not, and how could you move him? Right after a word with Jason from Gonzalez Law next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. There's many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Office as they offer free and confidential case evaluations. No case is too big or too small for them. And we can tell you, as a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record of results from 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. He is easy to get to, saclegaldefense.com or 916-304-9187. Take advantage of his years of experience in being very good at his craft, being here, being local. You can reach him and ask those questions you may have if you feel like you need representation, whether it's for criminal defense, whether it's for an auto accident you've been involved in and you feel like you need some help there, work-related stuff like a wrongful termination case, a sexual harassment case, you'll definitely need some representation. Or if it's something that maybe you have done before that's on your record, you'd like that removed, just to help you out, to get your life back in order, to get some things and your rights back, he can help with that. It's called an expungement. He actually is specialized in that. So there are lots of different reasons. It's always just good to know and have someone on file that you want to be able to refer to. That's why I'm telling you about Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
Your Toyota's been through a lot with you. Traffic, rain, potholes, you name it. But it keeps showing up mile after mile. So maybe it's time to give a little back. For a limited time at your local Toyota dealer, get 3 new tires and get the 4th for $1. Because a ride that's always there for you deserves to be taken care of. 3 tires, get the 4th for $1? Go on. Treat your Toyota. Deal ends April 30th. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Restrictions apply. Toyota and Scion vehicles only. See participating Toyota dealers for details.
Progressive's accident response can detect and send help when you need it most, after a major car accident. But other accidents, you're on your own. Like when you accidentally call your wife Mom. When you accidentally say Happy Holidays on someone's birthday. When you accidentally wave at someone you thought was waving at you. We can't help with those accidents, but Progressive's accident response provides peace of mind after major car accidents. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
From the text line. Dave, you seem low energy today.
Really?
Do I? Yeah. 916-520-9990.
Doesn't feel like that in here.
Yeah. I don't think so.
But you never know. Maybe.
Let's look.
They must have just turned into that because that was serious, Dave, there.
Yeah. We don't like that, Dave.
Huh? That last segment was serious.
It was.
Like
I was trying to do things.
Yeah. Trying to get stuff.
Like, I want to make a really solid take here and really give my opinion on what the future is going to be.
Gosh, that sounds like Dave.
So low energy.
Chris is the world heavyweight champion of taking something that if like you read it as a script seems perfectly like, oh, Dave was trying to do his job and make a solid point and, you know, be serious about it and connect the dots. But then Chris goes,
that was the point of view of the texter.
Yeah, I feel like
not Chris's view.
Oh, okay. That's what I meant.
He was speaking for the texter.
Yeah.
Well,
Chris Verlade, I speak for the texters.
And the Verlade squad.
It does say at the top of my my Ring app, it says I'm relaxed.
Oh, see, I mean, Dave, let's
take a moment to reflect.
You need a few more sugar.
It says
more
it's
donuts?
just saying my daytime stress is low. Take a moment to reflect on how you arrived in this relaxed state. Any insights to consider for the next time you're feeling stress?
Looks like donuts.
You know what I meant to.
Looks like the Kings in the offseason.
You know what I meant to mention yesterday to Scott Perry? I was going to say, you know, at the end when you asked him, you know, like just in specifics, who are you taking and lay out the full summer plan. And we have to wait, I guess. He did not want to offer that up. But I thought I was going to ask for you. I said, you know, Dave's really likes your Monday motivations.
Yeah.
Can Dave do one of them for you one time?
Oh, my God, Jason. I wish you'd ask that. That would be so fun.
I forgot.
I would. Do you know how seriously? You would think I would. Do you know how seriously
I
would?
because you wouldn't want to.
No.
But you'd have fun with it, but not in a way that you'd try to keep the theme going.
Yeah.
You would like the idea of it. You would stress coming up with it.
Then hate it.
I would have like 17 drafts.
I know.
I'd be like, I could do the one, like, can I sneak in like
Then I would see like your paper with a bunch of them crossed out, and I'd make fun of you, and you'd say, shut up.
Start laughing. You're like, you're not going to do that one, are you?
And then when I finally do one, we'd read it, and Chris would be like, that's actually the worst one he's ever done. I feel some sort of
You went with that one?
Yeah, that's all the
what
work
would be
you did.
smart for you is like, let a month pass and say, there were 4 of these. One of them is mine.
Oh,
See
like
if you
2
can
truths and a lie?
identify. Yeah. So that way you hopefully would have already done it. It would pass, and it was like, can't make that much fun.
Unfortunately, Dave would say, in the words of Aaron Sorkin.
I actually think that would be a fun game if we didn't know them too well. Like 2 truths and a lie, but like 2 motivations and a lie. Mm-hmm. Like which one of these 3 did Scott Perry actually put out? Let's see how close we could get. Problem is, I think most of them would ring a bell with us. I know a joke about ringing a bell, by the way. I told you guys that about says
yes.
I don't remember his name, but his face rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Zach LaVine. His face rings a bell. Have we moved into it? We're so used to thinking of Zach LaVine in terms of contract. But are we moving into a world now where Zach LaVine is an asset? And I mean that one of 2 ways. Is he an asset in the sense that he is on a $49 million expiring contract? Or is he an asset that he's going to maybe play a contract a year for the Sacramento Kings next year? I would argue that option B, contract a year. Okay, let's say Zach LaVine wins the scoring title this year. Not like legit, I'm going crazy. Mm-hmm. Wins the scoring title, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, shoots 50, 40, 90. Like, I feel like that's the ceiling for him.
Yeah.
But also, like, I wouldn't say realistic, but it's not like saying Dylan Cardwell will win the scoring. No offense. Let's go with option B and a scoring title winning 82-game playing Zach LaVine. What does that do for the Kings? Ultimately, what does that do for the Kings? Does that do anything positive for the Kings?
Yes.
What?
Well, there would be more wins. If you deem that, maybe some would deem that as a negative.
That's kind of my point.
But is it how many more wins? Like, is it enough to be in the play-in, in the playoffs, if they're just better, I would hope they're going to be better.
Well, let's look at what we're talking about here. The Golden State Warriors got in with 37 wins. Yeah. That's the final spot. I actually think that's an anomaly.
I wouldn't really like that.
I think 37 is an anomaly. 43 for the Miami Heat. They got the final spot. Okay. Let's just, for the heck of it, let's look at the year before. 39 for the Bulls. They took the final spot. The Kings, the Mavericks, 39.
Yeah. Well, even the year before, let's remember the Kings had gone 48 wins, the 3 seed. The next year they won 46, and they were 9th.
Yeah. Because the year before, the Warriors and Kings was 23-24. Kings and Warriors were the 46 and 36, taking up the final spots.
Yep. So
it seems 40 wins, give or take, is about what that final spot is. And by the way, the reason I'm asking Jason, just as you make your point, is that what are we talking about? We would be talking about to get to 40. We would be talking about an 18-game improvement.
If Zach LaVine had the type of year number-wise you're talking about, he would hit one of the largest weaknesses this team has, and that's three-point shooting.
That's correct. That's correct.
So I'm guessing he's going to have a phenomenal. Well, he did statistically. You said of what 40, 59 or
near that. Yeah, 40, 50, 40, 90.
So if he's shooting 40% from 3, he's taking a lot of threes. And you saying he's going to, we said lead the league in score. Whatever. He's going to be a high-volume scorer.
Absolutely.
He's going to have a terrific year beyond the arc. That is going to help the team a lot.
Yes, it will.
A lot.
Yes, it will.
So, to me, it's a little bit, in some way, shape, or form, is equivalent to the conversation we just had about John Morant. Like, if you're taking the risk to get John Morant, even if next year's a tough year, you're kind of hoping that one more year of John Morant produces more. What's more? Well, this year of Zach LaVine in a final year is going to produce more, but what is that?
Right.
and what does that turn into? But I am intrigued more about the framing of Zach LaVine. I think he can now finally become an asset in a positive way to the team. But the contingency on that is he has to be coveted by someone else. If he's not, and you just have him for a final year, I don't know that it's disaster. Let's not even go that high, Dave, with Zach. Let's just say he has, I don't know, a good year, which would be 25 points per game, good shooting three, plays a lot of games, 70 games, is healthy. Is it an absolute crime to have that year for Zach LaVine next year and then let him walk?
No. I mean, you're letting him walk for free, but in fact, you're letting him walk for $50 million in cap room, so that's fine. I guess my thing is that Zach is almost in a no-win situation because, yes, we're going to have conversations about it, and I truly actually think this is the Sacramento Kings roster if it didn't move other than adding in a draft pick. Okay, but let's say everything else stayed the same. The difference between their ceiling and floor next year to me is probably the biggest difference of any team in the NBA, because I can paint a picture where they draft a rookie of the year point guard super stud, let's say, and they roll out that person and Zach LaVine in the backcourt. Then maybe they go, Keegan at the 3, Sabonis at the 5, and I don't know, Precious Achiuwa at the 4, or they go Murray and Hunter at the 4-5 with a bench then of the Raynodes and the and the Cardwells and I could sit here and make a solid 10-minute case that the Sacramento Kings, provided they're healthy, provided the draft pick hits, will be the most surprising team in the NBA next year by a decent margin. That you look on paper and you go, wow, if they're healthy and they get a facilitator, this team actually will not contend for a title, will not be a top 4 seed, but this could be kind of that beam team-esque year where out of seemingly nowhere they just go supernova, and wow, it really didn't work that way. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the reality is going to be somewhere in the middle, and for me, again, unless you're working towards it, if LaVine and Sabonis and all the old guard, let's say, weren't here, and they were a 38-win team that either snuck in the play-in or just missed it, I'm fine with that. You're building towards something. These are people that are going to be a part of the future. If LaVine is dragging you to that and you're losing him next year anyways, and I'd rather give me the pick again. Give me another solid high lottery pick to build off of with the rest of these guys. It's also who has $50 million to trade for Zach LaVine, too. We'll take a break. When we come back, top of the hour, Western Conference playoff preview time. We'll go over all the games and matchups for you as that starts in earnest this weekend. Also, during the break, we will take caller number 6 for Tim Allen tickets live at Hard Rock Saturday, May 9th. That's 2 tickets, so you don't have to go solo. Bring a friend, make their day, and JR's on line 1. Oh, boy. All right, we'll do that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday. Getting out the door and still feeling that north breeze. It'll be a blustery beginning to the day because of that breeze, and it feels quite cool this morning. The breeze will ease through the afternoon with temperatures today a little warmer. Highs peak in the low 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo.
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for the Declaration of Deals sales event?
There's nothing more American than a Jeep. And with the Declaration of Deals, now is the time to get your hands on a new Jeep Wrangler Willys when you save up to $9,500 off MSRP. This is the most capable and versatile 4x4 Jeep on the road, and it could be yours.
What else do you have?
Whatever you want. With our Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, you can find whatever you're looking for. We have over 180 vehicles available and almost 40 under $20,000. Plus, don't discount the award-winning customer service you get with our 5th-generation family dealership.
Don't wait. Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at hobletdodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. $9,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys after $5,000 factory rebate and $4,500 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,500 select inventory bonus cash on select inventory. Due to this net savings, sample VIN 173077. See dealer for details.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then
boom! With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yeah, Jason. That is of the podcast Bad Friends. That is a Facebook photo, today's memories, 11 years ago, of comedian Bobby Lee. Absolutely buck naked in studio. Were you there for that, Chris?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Was that you and Don? Or?
That was me and Keith. Bobby was, as most comedians did, messing with Keith. And Keith was sitting down. You could not see him. And Bobby was facing him and was not wearing clothes. And when I say he wasn't wearing clothes, what I mean, to be specific, is literally wore nothing. Took them all off.
Yeah.
Crazy. So he was just in his underwear?
No.
Oh, he had more on.
More?
Huh? More on.
He had an undershirt in his
underwear. Nope. He was as naked
socks?
as the day he was born. I don't think that would fly today. But then how do you stop it? If Bobby Lee's taking his clothes off in your studio, you just kind of pray he doesn't. Don't get any ideas. Good morning, JR.
Hello. Yes, first-time caller, long-time listener.
That's a way to start with a lie.
I do remember when that episode, actually, when he
that was
news.
That was yeah, that was weird.
Was he Saturday Night Live or was he in Living Color?
No, he was Mad TV.
Mad TV, that was it. Okay.
Mad TV.
So you guys haven't talked much about Russ, and in the afternoon, there's that show with Harry Styles.
Yes.
And Woody.
Yeah, Woody
and and old De La Salle is saying that Russ should play like 30-plus minutes a game all year next year.
Mm-hmm.
emphasizing that we need to put, our faith into him being our point guard for pretty much the whole year. I just disagree with it. And I didn't know how this morning show, with the intelligence you have, especially the guy behind the glass there, if you felt that right. No, that's the first class. The second class to the second level.
Let me ask you this. Let me answer your question with a question before we respond. Okay. What is your argument against?
He's going for stats, which is fine. That's the reason we'll all go out to the games. I mean, that's kind of the reason for games next year, is maybe watch him climb that ladder and get up there into the Hall of Fame numbers as a guy that obviously has incredible numbers but never won a championship kind of style.
So far you're making arguments in favor.
Yeah. Oh, am I?
Yeah, that's kind of an argument in favor of it. What is your?
No wonder why I could never win in the debate club.
Well, that's it. Yeah, save that for the afternoon show. We got to tell we're the smart ones. Remember, you said it.
You are. Yeah. Did you hear what they said about you guys?
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Oh, you got to ask. Maybe ask the afternoon show. Did you hear what they said about you? Oh God. Mm-hmm. Jay says Ross his head's too big for the studio. Dave acts like he's healthy, but he eats crap and he has Twinkies in his bedroom underneath the shelf.
Sounds like these are things JR says.
Chris is a soccer guy that goes to Seattle and wants to save the world.
That's true.
Doesn't know the difference between gross revenue and net profit.
That's absolutely true. JR,
yes.
I will answer your question with a random highlight that Chris didn't mean to play, I think. Or did he? Did he not? You did mean to play that?
Oh, that's witty, Whitey.
The answer to would I be in favor of Russell Westbrook returning next year? The answer is much like it's the same thing that I'll be wearing in a few years. Depends. Here's why. I got him. Yeah. Here's why. I don't know what's coming. And for example, if the Kings were to not trade for Ja Morant, obviously, if the Kings were to draft a non-point guard. I don't have an issue with it. The guy's hopefully would still make the league minimum. He's capable of putting up 15, 5, and 5, somewhere in that neighborhood every night. They're not competing for anything next year, at least not under this situation. He's obviously somebody the team loves. He's taken the leadership role to heart. The franchise loves him. The players love him. The young guys love him. We give Doug Christie and all those guys credit that they deserve for the development of the youth this year. But there's no way to measure, and I would just imagine Russell Westbrook had quite a bit to do with some of that development as well. So if we were gunning for a title, if we're trying to move forward with the youth next year, if it was 2 years from now, I'd say, yeah, probably time to move on. We need somebody else to get those minutes. But if they're drafting Darren Peterson, a Cam Boozer, DeBonsa, a Caleb Wilson, if they're in that neighborhood, I just don't see the negative, and I don't know what's going to be better than Russell Westbrook that's available for that price.
That's a perfect answer.
Thank you.
You win.
Walk off.
Honestly, that might be the best call JR's ever made.
Down.
I think it's a great way to end
I don't think that was JR.
Who do you think it was?
I'm not sure.
An imposter?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not like passionate. I have no hot takes on Russ. I enjoyed the Russell Westbrook experience. Now, they're going to attack him with pick and rolls all day. Mm-hmm. He's not going to help you there. You're not winning any defensive player of the year awards with him. But I guess that's not a nitpick. That's a big thing. But I enjoyed the Russ experience, and more importantly, I think the franchise did.
And it worked out well.
Guys making the vet minimum.
I think Allen's former Bay Area-ness is slanting his view on Russell Westbrook.
You think he's being a former Warriors guy?
Yeah.
He's
because the Warriors, for some reason, just hated Westbrook when Kevin Durant came to town.
Does anybody do? First off, have we confirmed that Allen's doesn't want Russ back?
Yes.
And do we?
He didn't want Russ back when he was on the team this season.
Can anyone synopsisize what his argument is?
That he's taking too much
time from who?
From the young guys.
But
from who?
Who? What young point guy? Is his argument Devin Carter? I'm a Devin guy. But...
Well, he's like, they need a tank, so they should be as bad as possible with the youngest group as possible.
I mean, it lacks nuance. I don't have a problem necessarily with the philosophy. I can't say that. I can't argue that.
I think that's where you were.
Yeah. But I also recognize that you can't, and I know this is how Scott Perry feels because we've had this conversation. You can't just bury everybody. You can't just say to Doug Christie and the young guys, go out there and win. Here you go, 10 wins a season, and who cares? Deal with it and get by. Like, you gotta build and you gotta develop in the process, and they did, and they won some games in spite or because of that development. I just don't see that. Well, look, if Allen's argument is Russell Westbrook's taking time from Devin Carter and learning how to be a point guard, or Russell Westbrook is good enough to where he makes the team or helps the team be better with minutes that aren't, I understand that argument.
I think he's been amazing for the young guys this season.
I think he has too.
Like, if you take away everything that he's done this season, like, I think his best gift to the Kings has been the tenacity of the young players.
I think so too. And I think there's something to, I like Russ finishing his career here, or at least the end of it. I like this, not that I disliked other Russ, but, you know, he's like, I love Sacramento. I'm going to deliver cookies to people and do nice things. And, you know, by all accounts, Russ is a pretty good dude off the court.
Well, and he also gets into one of those categories that we talk about a lot with people that have never been here, where you go, I don't like that guy. But if he's on our team, because there's certain things that'll happen during a game, you're like, Russ, you don't really need to be in that, but he's in it, and he's representing the Kings, and he's gonna speak up, he's gonna battle, he's gonna jab and tease and talk to refs, and that's him.
I'm not a perfect answer.
That's not a bad thing.
And I'm not trying to start nothing here, which is double negative, but I do think the following is interesting. Well, I'll present it to you. If Russell Westbrook had not been around the team for the last half of the year as much as Domantas Sabonis, even with an injury, I feel like that would be a much bigger thing. Now, Domantas Sabonis may have a very, very good reason for not being around the team. Maybe because it's a knee thing, they didn't want him out there. Maybe he was rehabbing. Maybe he was at a special. I'm not trying to start that. What I'm saying is, it's funny how we kind of just like, well, you know, it's fine. But if it was Westbrook, it'd be like, whoa. Can't be on the bench. Oh. And by the way, Westbrook is making about 10% of what Sabonis is making. I mean, literally, he's, I think, making less than 10%. What's the deal? And it's not, again, that I'm trying to come down on Sabonis. It's more of like, as media and fans, not that it hasn't ever been mentioned, but it's not been a thing.
Right.
And we barely saw Sabonis in the second half. Yeah. So if this is New York, Philly, Chicago, L.A., we're on the air right now saying Domantas Sabonis will most likely not return next year. He was not around the team for the entire second half. His camp knew that Scott Perry was trying to move him during the break. And you got to think they're going to revisit with Toronto this summer because he does not want to be here. I keep hearing rumors that his house is for sale in Napa or Loomis or wherever he is. I don't care. You're worried about the gorilla?
Is that a Philly, New York,
I don't know what it was.
combo?
Did you time travel from the 1930s?
Yeah, see? He wasn't around the team, yeah? How's this for low energy, eh?
I got a scoop for you.
I'll take your calls. 1-800-920-1140. Is Domantas Sabonis a team player? But we don't get that. And I'm glad, to be honest.
Can you get something off the ticker?
This just in, Dateline Chicago. Do not put ketchup on a hot dog. The National Hot Dog Council says if you're over 18, ketchup belongs nowhere near a hot dog. In other news, polio.
But 17's okay?
Yeah, you know, you're still a kid.
Al Capone and his boys are at it again.
Chris is so good at that. So I don't know anything about anything. I'm just saying. I don't have a problem with that. Western Conference playoffs start.
Great accent.
Today. Thank you. That was kind of what I did. What was beautiful about that, Frank Caliendo would appreciate, is that you are right, and I'm glad you picked up on it. It kind of was a Chicago-Philly Boston, New York hybrid. You know how hard that is to pull off, combining all four of them?
Yeah, nobody does a mush.
Because if it was just New York, I'd have been like, hey, Domantas Sabonis.
Dave, as a Chicago Pope, I totally agree with you.
See that? Exactly.
But it wasn't that.
And it wasn't that. Be like, hey, ever since they carted Sabonis off, that's Boston. But I kind of combined them. I needed something with Arded in it so I could Boston. That's only.
I thought it.
From the 916. Well, New York media is being honest. I like that better. No, they're not. New York media is being explosive. The reason New York
explosively honest.
Big market media, that's their MO, is hot take, sit down, welcome in, 916-339, 1-800-920-1140. Doug Christie, does he deserve to be here? We'll take your phone calls. Like, that's how it would go. And then they sit back, and for an hour, they're taking phone calls. And there's always like three characters that call in that annoy everybody else. Vinny in Staten Island. And you yell back and forth with them, which makes 10 other people call in. It's an easy show to do.
And Chunts.
Chunts, the cat? Chuntzes?
Just Chunts.
Chunts?
Yeah.
From the 209, I'm sorry. I just don't get it with Dave. Makes me want to poke my eardrums out with a chopstick dipped in Pine Sol.
That's a perfect answer.
Yeah, that would sting. That would sting. I would do more.
Are you poking him out? Like, what do you
now, how are you doing that? You're putting the chopstick in your ear and then just... what is...
They'd be clean with the Pine Sol.
Yeah. Also, do you die?
I think that's when you hear the ocean.
From the 916, this entire bit sums up the Kings season, a mashup of a roster that has no clear direction of hope or ending. Well,
that's a perfect answer.
I should be. Thank you, JR. Look, I should be a lot angrier about this year. Yeah. Wouldn't you think I'd be super emotional and melting down? And
no, you held it together just fine.
I'm weirdly calm about this year. I at the end of the year, you said it best when you brought up what I said, which was at the end of the year, I feel a lot better about it than I did during the year.
I did say it the best.
You said it the best when you emphasized what I had said.
How great of a point you made.
To be fair, before the season started, you were in the doldrums.
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
You were Doug Christie in the first 10 games.
Yes, I was. I was Doug Christie in August. Yeah. This team's going to suck. Let the season play out. They'll play it out. They sucked.
Yeah, but you feel better now.
I do, because they picked a damn direction. Now, I'm still sitting here in two for flinching mode.
Yeah, because what's the direction now?
Well, what I hope the direction is not going to be is win now. Okay, that was enough. Season ticket sales are down. Nobody likes this. We need to make a splash. That'll get them on our side. Let's go grab whoever. Whatever distress star is out there. Not John Morant, since I just made the point to grab him. Shut up, Chris. But somebody else. I don't want to paint myself in a corner if they do that deal. And now we just skipped a bunch of steps. I don't want that. Honestly, you're asking me, you know what I want?
Dave doesn't want Wembanyama.
Well, I wouldn't mind Wembanyama.
I
would rather have 25 or less wins next year, if you ask me right
now. Than
now.
Wembanyama.
Oh, no. Oh, God. No.
Okay.
I'm saying I'd rather have less than 25 than more than 25 wins. No, give me Wembanyama.
What if the more than 25 was 55?
Well, yeah. Okay, and if it was 60 and a title, I'll take that too. But if my aunt had...
you want a tear down.
No, I want what's real. If my aunt had wheels, she'd be a bicycle. But that's not the world we live in.
Would you, I think we've asked this question, you'll just take any title.
Yes.
Would you take one next year for the rest of your time here? They're bad.
I'll take it a step further.
I'll take it a step
further. If BJ showed up on Earth, basketball Jesus.
Not Armstrong.
And said, hey, I got a deal for you.
If I got a deal for you.
$4.99 on the financing. But There's more.
At first, talk in that accent again.
What if that was Basketball Jesus' accent? I got a deal for you. Dave, are you listening? Kings are going to win a title. That's my stomach.
Wow.
Hey, that's what.
Jesus.
That's
From the inside.
I'm a little nervous. That's what happens when you mix bacon and donuts. Kings are going to win a title within the next 3 years. Okay. I won't tell you when, but they will.
All right.
In exchange.
Why do you have to have a deal, Basketball?
Well, because I'm kind of making your point, but I'm furthering it now. You're asking me.
Better.
I'm saying if Basketball Jesus said
a title within 3 years.
Title within 3 years, and in exchange, you have until the 1st of October or whenever training camp opens to celebrate it. And then you're not allowed to watch another Kings game for the rest of your life. You're done. You're not a Kings fan. You can be a Kings fan on the inside. You can't wear any of the gear. You can't go into any games. You can't watch them on TV. You have to pick another team or just not be an NBA fan.
But the organization would get one, and you'd know that.
100%.
But you can't celebrate it?
I can celebrate.
This isn't what Jason asked, though.
I can celebrate it throughout the summer. Well, what did he ask?
Wait, so you're celebrating a title that nobody else knows is happening?
No. Like, we won the title in June.
Oh.
I get to celebrate it the whole summer. I get to go to the parade and do all that and get all the gear. But then come October 1st, that's it. No more Kings for the rest of my life.
What a terrible offer, Basketball Jesus.
Well, if that's the offer that's on the table.
You totally switched it up.
What do you mean?
Jason, ask your question again, please.
I said, would you take a title and then the rest of your life, they don't get one?
Well, yeah, I'm saying that's exactly.
No.
Yes.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
I'm saying I'll take Jason not getting a title for the rest of my life.
So if they became bad, you wouldn't root for the Kings anymore?
What? No, I'm saying not only would I take Jason's offer of a title and then they're bad for the rest of my life, I would go a step further. Whether they're good or bad, I would never watch them again. What are you shaking your head for?
You would never watch the Kings again.
That's the deal. I wouldn't be allowed to. We're talking about bad. This is like.
That's what you want, though.
What do you mean?
Because you wouldn't want the Kings to win and then never win again and have to watch them every year.
I think that's a get out of jail.
Yeah. You would prefer never seeing them again.
I saw the title, but now I don't have to be a fan of them anymore.
I would still watch them if they won a title, even if I knew they were going to be bad. What are you talking about?
Because you said you couldn't be a fan anymore and you couldn't watch them anymore.
We're talking about two different scenarios involving Basketball Jesus.
Okay, now your energy level's really high.
Scenario one is your Jesus of basketball. Jesus of basketball, not of Nazareth. This is completely separate Jesus, okay? And I'm getting a little uncomfortable with the Jesus. But anyways, yours is win a title.
Yeah. And never win
They're
again.
Bad for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And by bad, I assume you're meaning below 500, something worse than that. Like, that's
like
whatever.
They'll actually not make the playoffs again.
Okay.
Play in a couple times.
And I'm saying,
just to get your hopes up.
And I'm saying, absolutely, I would take that.
Yeah.
And even worse, to illustrate your point, the only thing worse than watching bad Kings basketball is never getting to watch Kings basketball again. Chris is still shaking his head.
I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
So
you tried to get rid of Steph Curry if he is a King and did everything that he's done for the Warriors. Is like, oh, well, he's getting older. You got to get what you can for him.
What?
You don't remember having that conversation?
No, I'm sure I did, but I'm trying to understand. You're breaking
So
me.
you're saying, like, after 4 championships and the greatest player to ever be part of your franchise, you're like, well, you got to get something for him. He can't stay here his entire career. You're saying that same person would be okay with the Kings never winning again after a championship?
When you say okay, there's a nuance. Would I be okay with the Kings being bad for the rest of my life? Of course I would not. I would prefer for them to be good. But if that's the sacrifice that had to be made in order to get it, I'm gonna land the plane.
I hope so, because I think we crashed.
My daughter was just kidnapped.
This is the plane you're landing?
Listen to me. My daughter was just kidnapped by actual life-size Disney characters who went rogue from Disney World.
What is happening?
She's being held hostage. There's no way out of it, man, except one. They have one demand, and they have one demand only. We will, I won't even say it out loud, but it's not going to end well for Avery unless you hand us over Gus. Now, what Chris is doing here is he's like, so you don't like Gus? And I'm saying, no, I love Gus. But when you're giving me a Sophie's choice of a decision, from a basketball point of view. Do I want to give Gus to the Mouseketeer kidnappers? I do not.
No, that's like that.
But if I have to do that to save my daughter, I'll make that tough decision.
But that's you're like, okay, let me give this. Okay, I'll give you Gus, but then I don't have to pay for Avery to go to USC anymore.
Fine, even better.
That's what you just did.
What are you talking about? Are we high? What did you put in these sandwiches?
High stuff.
From that one guy. How do you guys ever get good ratings? Do you pay people? Actually, I want to be snarky and say yes, but I feel like that's a FCC violation.
I don't know what's happening.
I think you guys are confused.
I don't understand you on this one.
Wait, why?
I think the torture needs to be Kings win it. Let's do it in real time. Kings win a title in 26-27.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Yeah.
Dave lives for...
Jesus never came down.
Please let Jason finish, Chris.
King, you live for 50 more years.
Yeah.
Not another playoff trip.
Right. Okay.
But you can't... You're saying I don't have to watch them.
I got it.
No, you have to watch them.
I think I got it. I think this comes down to an actual I think this comes down to you guys not believing me when I say that I would rather watch 30 years of terrible Kings basketball than not watch them at all. And I'm saying I would rather watch 30 years of Kings terrible basketball than not watch them at all. So what I'm saying is...
You're saying that's a more...
Yes. I would...
we took it as like that's your get out of jail. Like, well, I don't have to see it. I don't get to watch it. I'm like, no, you have to. Because you like what
my entire life has been surrounding this team since I was 8.
Yes.
Not having them in my life is worse. I've only known bad Kings basketball with the exception of like 20 minutes.
But I think if it didn't exist to you anymore, it's like,
I didn't think we were talking about it not existing.
Well, that's how it feels.
That's how it would be for you.
You love The West Wing. The show is now gone.
Yeah.
You miss it, but it's like
that's what I'm saying.
It's not there to.
That's what I'm saying with the Kings.
Have a great episode, a bad episode.
I can't. They still exist. I still know they exist. They still are there. Maybe they're doing it. I can't watch. I can't go to the games. I can't involve myself with them.
You can't go to the games.
I can't go to the game.
That would really screw you up.
I can't go to the game every year.
Yeah, that one time.
I don't even know what we're arguing about now.
I don't either.
Update. Dave is not low energy anymore.
I think I just canceled Friday Funny Games.
From the 916, Jason Ross's retirement today was a long career. Well,
it's time.
We'll take a
I'll
break.
Never forget this show.
When we return. Remember, you're going to be gone next week. All heck is breaking loose here. You think they're mad?
I'm bringing that question back.
With clarity.
Who's Clarity? All right, we'll take a break.
Possible second-round pick.
When Jonathan Clarity,
yes.
Point guard, Syracuse. When we come back, it's a Friday, guys. Sorry, we're going to get a little loopy this last hour and a half, 2 hours. Now it starts. Early season baseball stories. See, when I first read this, I got excited because I thought you were going to be like, "Once upon a time." No, it's just stats and stuff.
Anymore? I don't know.
What's hot, what's not. And we'll go streaking, the real kind, just like Bobby Lee. We'll do all that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. Stan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
Catch the future of San Francisco Giants baseball right here in Sacramento with the Sacramento Rivercats at Sutter Health Park. See tomorrow's stars take the field today and be part of the big league journey. Get your Rivercats baseball tickets now at rivercats.com.
Sacramento. Get ready because the Sactown Sports Live events calendar is packed with can't-miss shows all season long. It all starts April 28th with Benjamin Todd live at Ace of Spades. Then May 9th, big night, big choices. Laugh with Tim Allen at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Or catch the iconic sale live at Thunder Valley Casino Resort, happening on the same night. Rock lives on May 16th when Jason Bonham brings his Led Zeppelin evening to Hard Rock Live Sacramento. And don't miss Lenny Kravitz May 22nd at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. June 6th, sing along with Richard Marx also at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then catch all the summer vibes July 10th with Rascal Flatts at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. August keeps the party going with Kane Brown at Ironstone Amphitheater August 16th and Ty Myers August 22nd at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. From comedy to rock to country, if it's live, it's here. Check the Sactown Sports Live events calendar and plan your next night out today.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Did we lose Dave?
Still thinking about it.
Oh, my goodness. Do you have better clarity on that segment, Chris?
No.
I don't either. I think it's all lost. It's a lost cause. Hi, Dave.
What's a lost cause?
That segment. We're just trying
He got so worked up he took his hockey sweater off.
He did. It's like
I did get a little sweaty.
You went in the penalty box. Is your are your numbers elevated?
What? Triple digits.
Whoa.
Also, I have to talk in code here, but I took a call during the break that could potentially be incredibly important to Chris. I got to talk in code. I'm going to see if you can understand me.
Like the last segment?
Apparently there's a meeting coming up that I'm going to be a part of about a musical act.
Okay.
That would interest you quite a bit.
Like where I would want to travel to?
Yeah.
How far?
50 miles.
50?
Well, maybe more.
How are you involved in it? Details.
Just, I'm the guy that's like, go, you can do it. Like, that's my involvement entirely. But yeah, just found that out during the break. That's interesting. I'll keep you posted on that one because that would actually be hilarious. Because then that would be a really good potential prank I could pull on Chris. That would actually.
Like when you said we were getting Chris Jericho on.
That's pretty good. Yeah, the one prank I pull to the 80 you pull on me. From the 916. I have loved this segment more than any other. You guys are hilarious. Thank you, AB. Well, feels like I'm listening to me arguing with my wife. What are we even talking about? That's actually a really good one.
Set the screen.
As we get into baseball, I will share that. I don't know if other wives do this, but at my house we have what's called the apology meter. So yesterday, my wife not only was dealing with spending way too much money on my son's suit, which she said,
"Look, this weekend or next weekend?"
That's tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight's junior prom, dude. Yeah, how about that? So she was already in what?
He's a junior going to a prom.
Why isn't that?
You said that they're all combined.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, why do you guys say that?
Because it's like.
Well, but why?
I didn't go to.
But why do you instinctively want to diminish it?
Actually, no, it's not diminishing. Like that was what I had to go through.
But you straight up were like,
Well, it's not the same thing.
It's not.
You got to do the voice.
It's not a junior prom. It's combo prom because it's such a small school.
I did the same thing.
I did the same thing. He has to suffer too. He's probably listening right now like, oh, I thought it was junior prom. Here? It's like yesterday with Pat. Yeah. So she's in apology mode, right? And then I during the conversation at one point, I said, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, when I got home, the house smelled a little bit funny. When I was in the kitchen, I looked over, and the gas stove was on low. She had left that on all day. I turned it off, opened all the windows. I'm sure somebody will tell me, it has to be far higher than whatever. I'm not taking any chances. Like a dog barking.
I'm getting very sleepy.
I feel so good. So apology meter goes to here, right? Okay. So then we're talking about something else, and then I don't remember what I said, but it was something else she did wrong that she brought up, and then I go, does anyone else have a wife who is in apology zone or hey my bad zone? But if it goes just too far to the right, maybe a couple other things wrong, turns into, I guess I'm just a failure. I'm a bad mom, or I guess I'm just a crappy wife. And then it turns from like legitimately sorry to like now she's kind of in offensive mode where it's like, yeah, well, I just suck. Anything else I did wrong that you want to share? Because I'm pretty much a failure. And then it somehow turns into, I end up consoling her and telling her and arguing with her about how she's not, and I should be the one that's been wronged or angry.
And then you apologize.
But then I end up apologizing. It's a great trick, man. And I
should try it.
You're not a bad parent. Let me tell you what Matt George did the other day.
The Dodgers are 14-4. Who saw that coming?
You.
Dave loves LA. Dave loves it. I hate it so much.
Be that much sweeter, Dave, when your Giants knock him out of the playoffs. No?
Is this thing on? Yeah, the Giants are currently in last place.
Yeah, but if you flip the standings, they're in first.
That's a good point. They are 7.5 back after 19 games. But hey, if you flip that, they're 7.5 ahead. That's I like where we're going here. Their new manager has succeeded, for example, yesterday in not challenging what looked to be an absolutely obvious drop of a catch in the outfield. A guy dove for it, and the ball popped out and went underneath his arm, and then rolled over.
It's not how he saw it.
Not how he saw it. Yeah, and the thing I feel bad about, I don't even feel, you know what? I don't feel bad about it because there's Giants fans listening right now. Like when I say to you, dude, your season's over. Like our season's over. It's over. Like we're 19 games into the year. There are 100.
Oh, you suck.
It's over. We have 154 games left, which if you're over 64. Nope, hold on. 144 games. No, wait.
How many have they played?
143 games left. That's what I meant. Yeah. Only two other teams have a worse run differential than the Giants, and that's only by, three. Excuse me. You've got the Phillies at -25. You get the Blue Jays at -25. The White Sox are at -40.
See, two of those three teams are supposed to be good, so maybe the Giants will be fine.
One's the defending one's the defending champs, AL champs. It's over.
For the division.
Yes.
Is he a wildcard team?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No time to make it up?
They have plenty of time to make it up.
Okay.
But I think this is about, let me see.
You think they're far below 500 team?
Let's do the envelope game live. Their winning percentage right now is .368. Mm-hmm. I believe their winning percentage at the end of the year will be right around .450.
Okay.
Which is better. I do not think they're a .368 team. I think they're a .450 team, which means they will win 45% of 100 is 45. And then half of that's like 22.5, so that's 55, 60, 60. I think they'll win somewhere in the mid to high 70s, whatever percentage that is. That's what I think. I think the over-under on Giants wins this year is 78.5. And I do not believe, I'll double-check Jason Ross, but 75, let's call it 70. Hey, let's round up, Jason. 76 wins does not get you in. As a matter of fact, 76 wins, missed the wild card by a fairly significant amount.
Last year. Okay.
And that's what I think the Giants will be. Yeah. Now, granted, I mean, look, if they go out and make some crazy moves, I can't account for that.
Are you down on your guy Buster?
I think Buster is doing one of two things.
Tanking?
He is either trying to build for the long haul and redeploy, make the organization younger from top to bottom, and that's going to take a while, and there's going to be stepping stones and stumbling blocks, and that's my optimistic side, that he's from manager on up trying to make this a young, dynamic, kind of like what the Raiders are trying to do with the whole Brady, Kingsbury, Spy Tech group, and there's going to be some trials and tribulations, but in 5 years we'll look back and go, okay, well, they got it right, and they're one of the best GM manager combos in the league. That's my optimistic side. The other side is he doesn't really know what he's doing right now. Doesn't really know what he's doing right now, and he's trying to be a disruptor, and yeah. From the 916, Dave and Jason, what would your thoughts be on this? Paolo Banchero is going to be making Sabonis money. He's not playing to the expectations of a number one pick, and they play a little better without him on the court. Would you still go for a trade like that, whether we give up swaps or a protected first? I would cut my ear off. No. I do not want Paolo Banchero. I do not like Paolo Banchero. I'm not a fan of Paolo Banchero's. I think Paolo Banchero is what he is. I think he puts up fun numbers. I think he is very well compensated. And I do think that, probably not yet, but I think at some point Orlando will eventually try to move off of him. By the way, just to remind you, Paolo Banchero made $15.3 million this year. That jumps to $41, $44, and $48 million over the next 3 years.
I have noticed you are more attracted to the unknown than the known of the league, in that being picks and what their potential is.
Yes.
Versus more of a known commodity, good or bad.
Yes. No, you're right. And I think I can provide examples of that, whether it's the Zach LaVine, the Trae Young, the Ja Morant, the Paolo Banchero, all good players with next to zero trade value. Now, Banchero, let me pull back on that. I don't know what his value would be, but Morant has very little to no trade value. They couldn't move him. They had to basically dump Trae Young for C.J. McCollum, who's an expiring.
Who were the four you said? Banchero,
LaVine, Trae Young, and Ja Morant. All put, and when you look at their numbers,
who do you just personally not like as a person, like the least for the Kings of the four, and take their contracts out?
Yeah. Oh, take their okay, because they're all basically. Let's say they're all basically making the same.
Yeah, because they're all been all-star. Like, they're all-star players.
I would say in the following order of who I like least to less least. Trae Young, the least.
Okay.
Zach LaVine, the second least. Probably Banchero, then Morant.
Okay. What if Trae Young was on a $18 million contract with the Kings?
It would be better because of the money.
Not even that number's enough.
But no, it's no. Let me go further. Let's say he's on a $3 million contract with the Kings. But there's another currency we're talking about, and that's minutes. Trae Young putting up those types of numbers would get tremendous minutes on the Kings. I do not believe you can come even close to contending for a championship, despite the 1 year, with a guy like Trae Young at the point guard. And I think that's the new model of the NBA. I don't want the Trae Youngs and the Zach LaVines and the Paolo Bancheros. I want the Lou Dorts. I want the Jalen Williamses. I want the guys that can legitimately play two-way basketball, that are unselfish, and their numbers might be less, but they're more glue guys to a team. By the way, if you gave me a choice, all things considered, I'll get dramatic here. including age, but not contract for obvious reasons I'm about to say. If you gave me a choice between those 4 players and Draymond Green, I wouldn't even hesitate to take Draymond at his age right now.
But on wanting a high draft pick, what if the high draft pick has the traits of those other guys? So like a great NBA
Darius
scorer.
Acuff?
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I don't want him. That's exactly why I don't want Acuff on this team. Acknowledging he's going to be a highlight reel, tremendous scorer. But everything points to the fact that he's an absolute cone. And I don't think you can be fun and flashy and put some butts in the seats and get a mid-seed, maybe get to the second round, and then 4 years from now, the story is the Kings are trying to move off of Darius Acuff, or not 5 years after the max deal kicks in. We'll take a break. When we come back, hell, I don't know. What's hot, what's not, we'll go streaking next.
Might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Hello, I'm Frank Cockrell with Retirement Security Centers with a weekly economic update. Markets are showing signs of resilience this week as easing geopolitical tensions, particularly around Iran, have helped fuel a relief rally across global equities. Recent headlines suggest the conflict may be nearing an endgame, lifting investor sentiment and reducing uncertainty. At the same time, large cap companies continue to anchor the market with strong earnings trends and steady growth, helping support broader indexes. In fact, some of the biggest names have delivered double-digit gains over the past year, reinforcing confidence among investors. So what does this mean for you? Periods like this can create opportunity, not just in headline-driven rallies, but in staying focused on long-term fundamentals. Because while markets may react quickly to news, long-term investors tend to benefit from discipline, diversification, and a steady approach through changing conditions. As always, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, or receive market updates. Our ability to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing will never change. Hoblet's mission to nuke high prices. Right now, and only at Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland, you can get 4.99% financing for up to 84 months on all new vehicles in stock and keep every factory rebate you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender. That's 4.99% financing, and you keep all the factory rebates you qualify for. Not one or the other like other dealers are offering. Only Hoblet has fought to get you a deal this good. Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at hobletdodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. 4.99% APR available on select new vehicles in stock while supplies last. Pricing and savings may vary by model and trim. Financing on approved credit through Hoblet Preferred Lending for well-qualified buyers. $60,000 max finance. Approximately $14.14 per thousand finance. Residency restrictions and lender membership requirements may apply. See dealer for details.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Hey, Chris.
What's that?
What happened 2 segments ago?
A lot.
Yeah.
Know what we got out of it, though?
A lot. No?
That's a perfect answer.
Yeah, that's what we learned. Who's hot?
Macklin Celebrini.
Oh, yeah. What a stud.
In the Sharks' 6-1 win over the Winnipeg Jets last night.
Sharks.
He had a goal and 2 assists, which breaks the San Jose Sharks single-season points record.
Goal.
He had 115 points, 45 goals, 70 assists, passing Joe Thornton.
Oh.
Sharks royalty.
Absolutely.
Here's another quick tidbit. Celebrini is only the second teenager in NHL history with at least 40 goals and 70 assists in a season.
Is that good?
You think you can name the other hockey player that did that?
Eric Lindros.
Wayne Gretzky.
Hockey guy.
Yeah, well. Big hockey guy. Jason Hockey Ross.
Started the clap.
You did. Jason started the clap. You've now gotten half of Chris's total from yesterday.
He has the clap.
Well, who's not?
A little spoiler alert for streaking. Chandler Simpson. If you remember, Dave chose him the day before. I chose him yesterday for our streaking picks. One of the best hitters in the league this season.
Yeah.
0 for 10 for the last 2 games.
I mushed him.
And 1 for 13 in his last 3.
Wow. Streak is over. Sorry, it's over. Sorry, Chan man.
Move over.
Yeah, move over. It's over. Sorry. Anybody else addicted to abused animal gets taken in and like rehabilitated and then
You got to speed that sentence up.
What? Did I comma that or something at the wrong time?
Anybody else into abused animal? Pause.
Okay, let me try again. Has anybody's algorithm? I've gotten addicted to because I follow like a lot of dog accounts and stuff. Like, hey, here's a dog playing with a ball. Like, I like that stuff. But there's like a group of people now. I don't think they know each other. Maybe they do, but they like. It starts out and like they find this dog that's like under a used car in the middle of a road, shaking and thin and scared and shivering and hungry and all that. And then they like get him and then like get him to not bite them at first and then like wash them and give them a bath and a collar and then spend weeks trying to socialize them again. And then it usually ends with like they adopt them somewhere. No, okay, just me.
No, I do.
Okay.
There's a guy in Thailand that does that. That's pretty nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Thailand.
No, Liam Gallagher got his dog from them. Buttons.
Liam Gallagher, why is that funny? Liam Gallagher's dog comes up, hey, Buttons, get me a beer.
A point.
Coldplay is going to do the halftime show at the World Cup, Jason, at the World Cup final. How about that?
I like Coldplay.
Also, every NBA team this year has an expected field goal percentage between 52 and 58. That is just a fact. Mm-hmm. Whenever Victor Wembanyama is on the court, the opponent's expected field goal percentage is below 50. He turns every offense he faces into something less efficient than the Brooklyn Nets. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, that's something we need, man. Yeah. Oh, Victor Wembanyama, of course we do. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. You know what direction I want this team to go? Let's be a blue. Wouldn't that work here? Like a blue collar, hard scrabble, defensive juggernaut.
Bring your lunch pail.
Thank you, Chris. We call them, like the lunch pail kids. Some name we put on a shirt. Like the beam, final score 98-92. Teams just come in here and get frustrated. We rename Golden One Center when it opens, much like the Sharks used to do with their openings. I've always said the basketball hell, but we flip it on its ear. When you come in here, you're going to leave bruised, maybe a little bloody. We're not dirty. We're not illegal, but you're going to know you played us. You're going to feel us as Doug. I feel like Doug would be into that type of team. Do they score a ton of points? No. But they usually score.
They lock you down.
They lock you down. Nobody wants to play Sacramento. Nobody wants to play. If you're catching a team on the second night of a back-to-back, you don't want to play the Kings because they will land some body blows.
You're so close to being that team.
Why can't we be that team?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that type of team with one guy on it can contend for a championship. Like if you have like an elite defensive team, but you have one, of course, there's only one Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but even let me tell you something. What if don't laugh. Don't laugh. If you took Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off the Oklahoma City Thunder and you put him on the Sacramento Kings, and you took Zach LaVine and you put him on the Oklahoma City Thunder, now I'm in no way, shape, or form suggesting the Thunder would win a title, but like, how many wins do they fall? Like, legitimately, what seed are they? Everybody's healthy, everything else is normal. He's integrated into the offense, but like, are they a 3 seed? Are they a 2? Are they a 4? I don't know that they fall. This isn't me saying Zach LaVine, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What I'm saying is I feel like the foundation behind a player like that matters. Whereas Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the Kings, how many more wins do they have with the same team they had last year?
It doesn't sound like he's a valuable player.
I think he is, but I think he also, I think you need to have a team around him that plays to his weaknesses and accentuates his strengths. Also, I might have been drinking during the break. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit too much coffee today. All right, let's go streaking right now, please.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking. All right. Well, barely. Dave's at 0. I'm at 0. Chris is at 1, but he gave us a little bit of a sample. Chandler Simpson was Chris's pick yesterday. You heard the 0 for 10. 6 of those go to Chris. 0 for 6.
Wow.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt!
Chris is now batting 175. Dave, you took Shohei Ohtani.
I did.
From the best team in baseball.
Dave loves L.A. Dave hates it.
Loves him so much, he forgot to look at the schedule. He did not play.
Did not get a hit.
Yeah, he did not.
Did not get
out.
I'll extend that over to today.
You gonna pick Shohei?
Well, they're playing.
Yeah.
Dave loves L.A. Dave hates it.
And I took Pete Alonso. Of the Baltimore Orioles, who are getting no hit into the 9th inning. But Pete got a hit.
That's insane. Did he really?
1 for 4. It wasn't the first hit.
Still.
1 for 4.
What are the odds of that?
So I'm at 1. Chris is at 0. Dave, you're at 0. You're going Ohtani?
Ohtani. Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it. Ohtani, Shohei Ohtani. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. I will pick from...
You just go with who?
From the same team.
Wow, Jason loves L.A. Jason loves it.
I've been inspired by you.
Okay.
And your Dodger hat you're wearing today.
I'm not wearing a Dodger hat. It's a Kings hat. Kings.
Yeah, but take the logo off.
You take the logo off.
I'm going to take Fred. Is it Fred E?
Fred
Freeman?
Freeman.
Fred E.
Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Chris?
You gotta do this one for me, Billy McGarnagle.
Like,
this is his 8th time.
I feel like would Chris have any fun with this segment if we said, all right, you can't do McGonagall or Jackson Hole,
and you can never watch the Kings again?
Yeah. Would you take that or a championship?
Pick a Dodger.
We will take a look at both the Western and Eastern Conference playoffs. We're going to preview those for the weekend. We've also got a Rivercats report at the end of that segment. Yeah. You need to report on the Rivercats. Then it's what's on deck, celebrity birthdays, and Friday Fun and Games. All coming up on the #1, for some reason, Nielsen-rated sports show in any time slot, in any part of the city. Sactown Sports.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Friday is here, folks. What's up? It's Johnny Mosley on the mic. I've got the Toyota fired up, coffee in hand, and together we're taking a peek at what's happening at Palisades.
Thanks, Johnny. Mostly sunny skies take over Palisades Tahoe today with temperatures warming to around 50 degrees and very light winds. Saturday stays pleasant, mid-50s with scattered clouds. A perfect spring ski weekend. This report is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep. Matt and Kayla will take you till 2. Then why do you Alan? What the hell? Oh, that was Matt.
No.
That wasn't Matt?
No.
Oop.
You don't know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, maybe was Dave not here for that?
No, he was. It's Steven Tyler.
Yeah. It's someone on the show impersonating Steven Tyler, but who?
Oh, is it Kayla?
Uh-huh. Spot on.
Yeah, because for a second I was like, you guys had Steven Tyler in studio?
Oh,
wow.
I didn't get you telling Kayla like, oh, I can never wear that, but I got a reaction to that.
Oh, what was it?
So go ahead and say what you said to her.
I could never wear something like that. Yeah, that's kind of. You missed it yesterday. You can check it out on Sactown Sports. You can check it out on the app. Where I almost left early.
It was like when Tom used to get mad at you,
dude. By the way, can we talk about the interaction that just happened? Yeah, okay. I always get scared. Yeah, Tom Maley in the building.
Well, who would it be a surprise to now?
Oh.
You left the room. He gave us a lot of information.
Yes, he did.
On what? Things you can't say on the air? Okay. Oh, wow. No one's saying anything?
Gross.
Oh, no one. Oh, yeah. I did find out where he was. Yes, I know that. Yes, I know that. All right.
Looks like you lost some weight, though. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll bet he did. Western Conference preview. OKC versus Golden State or Phoenix. It probably doesn't matter who it is. OKC is going to mush through them, but I can understand the argument, honestly, that Phoenix would give them a better series. Phoenix is probably better top to bottom. But just the presence of Draymond Green and Steph Curry, I think, can give them, Draymond Green's going to try to get in their heads. If Steph goes Steph, then, but either way, I don't see either team winning. I would say the over-under on either of those teams is probably 1.5 games won in that series. I don't see either of them winning. If they win 2, it would be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But not more than that.
Yeah, I think, I mean, they're going to be such a heavy favorite. So tonight, it would be a great story for Phoenix to get in because of what they were a year ago, and for the Warriors, like Sam told us this yesterday, like they really enjoyed that win they had over the Clippers. I mean, that was a gutty, gritty, veteran-led win at the end of that game. Horford, Curry, and Draymond were great.
Yeah, I love that. I think you said it yesterday. I love that. Maybe it was Sam. Somebody on the show yesterday, one of you two said it's really cool when you consider, I think it was Sam, all the things that they've accomplished together, that they could still get this excited for that, which I think is awesome. And that's, I hate to say it, championship DNA.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Lakers versus the Rockets. This is a 4-5. Very interesting. Because, Jason, you asked the question. I think it's the exact right question to ask. What happens to the loser of this series? What is the offseason? I think the Rockets are the weird thing about the Rockets is this. We forget, but their starting point guard has been out all year. Yeah. What kind of a difference would Fred VanVleet have made to the squad? This is a very, very good squad, but Kevin Durant's not getting any younger.
Yeah, but they just, they did make the trade for him, so I think they run it back and knowing that premise of, hey, VanVleet, a healthy year, maybe some tweaks certainly on the edges, but I mean, they've got a lot of good players. But that's the thing. They kind of went for it, and we'll see if they're out in the first round, that's a tough way to go.
You want to know what's really scary about them? If I'm a Rockets fan, I'm terrified of this. Kevin Durant played 78 games. Alperen Şengün, 72. Amen Thompson, 79. Jabari Smith Jr., 77. Reed Shepherd, who is Van Vliet's replacement, who I actually think is probably better than Van Vliet, to be honest with you, starting next year. He played 82. They were I'm going to make a lead pipe lockdown prediction right now. They will not have that same health next year. They just won't. And I'm saying that with their starting point guard missing the whole season, so LOL health. But I can almost, I honestly, I think if you'd have asked the Rockets organization in private, hey guys, again, basketball Jesus situation, we're going to give you a choice. You can either have Fred VanVleet play all year, and we'll see about your health, or we'll lock this in right now. No Fred VanVleet, but your starting five averages 79 games played, including Durant with 78. I think they take that. Mm-hmm. I think they'd rather, in that scenario, the trade-off of no VanVleet for that kind of health. I mean, they are really, really healthy, and I don't know how much they can move. Lakers, though, the big question is LeBron James.
Yeah. And then what they do with Reeves, but LeBron's really the big one.
I don't buy the LeBron retiring stuff. Maybe he does. I just don't think.
Don't you think it'd be a better chance of him retiring is if they somehow won it?
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't think that's
But happening. I don't think that's happening. I think they have a slightly better chance than the Kings winning the title this year. But is this the year? And how do they work that? Like, obviously, if LeBron comes back for it, he signs another one-year deal. I do believe, said this before, what is this? This is 26. Are the Summer Olympics?
2 summers away.
Not this summer, but next summer?
No.
The following
3
summer.
summers away.
2028.
Yeah, it's not 26 summer, which we haven't reached.
Yeah.
It's not 27.
See, I've maintained that I think LeBron James will retire before the Olympics and then play in the Olympics. And I think that's his goodbye. He plays in the Olympics in Los Angeles, where he lives, and he retired, plays in the Olympics. They win. I mean, this is the Disney ending, win a gold medal, and he rolls off into the sunset.
So he stays with the Lakers?
I don't know. I know I said lives in L.A., but I think he'd continue to live or at least have his house in L.A. Does he go back to Cleveland? Does he? Where else would he land other than maybe Golden State?
I mean, you really want to put a
happy
story.
I know where you're going. You want to put a lid on his career the right way. You go back to where it all started. Cleveland?
Yeah.
No. Sacramento.
Oh, I was thinking Cleveland. Wait,
no,
Sacramento.
No, little known fact. 2 little known facts I'm going to throw out at you that people don't know. Number 1, the Sacramento Kings are the longest continuously running organization in the National Basketball Association.
I did know that.
You did know that.
Yeah.
Longer than the Knicks, longer than the Celtics, longer than any of them. But LeBron James' first game of his career came against our very own Doug Christie and the Sacramento Kings at a place known as Acro Arena.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm telling you, nobody knows this, or nobody seems to remember it, but I was there watching on television from home.
Someone would have brought that up to him.
Maybe it's already been brought up. Are you hearing that? My stomach is just going for it, dude.
With headphones on while you're
Stinky!
No, it's not that. My stomach is just like, meow. It's not. I don't know what it is. Well, I do. It's a lot of
Sounds like a bunch of nickels in a microwave.
So anyways, bring LeBron back to Sacramento.
I want to try that.
I will say this. It's a funny thing to say. I don't think that's what nickels in a microwave would sound like.
I don't either.
I don't
It's
at
not
all.
accurate. Only one way to know.
Only one way to know. Chris, let us know. Don't we have a microwave up here?
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Filled with nickels.
Charles Nichols? Dr. Charles Nichols.
You switch the nickels.
With Provasic. Did you guys see the thing that's making the rounds, though, from Conan O'Brien, where he points out to Harrison Ford all the times he points in his movies?
No.
Oh, my God, it's hilarious. It's like every movie he's ever been in. There's like an angry point. Air Force One, point. Indiana Jones, point. Provasic, pointing. Like, somebody did the work and found a lot of angry pointing from Harrison Ford. Anyways, San Antonio versus Portland. I like this matchup. San Antonio is, I'm sure, going to win. But these are two teams that took two totally different roads, but in the end have sucked for a long time, and now they are on the upside. Certainly San Antonio is, and we've talked a lot about Portland. That Portland, I think, is actually more of a model for Sacramento than San Antonio, because San Antonio's model, not that they didn't do other things, but the main cog is get the number one pick the year there's a generational player coming out. Right. Portland didn't really do that.
Yeah.
Portland kind of just did their thing.
Will they be like kind of that, hey, we're young, we're fun, we don't know any better.
Yes.
Like, we're going to have some fun.
Yes.
I just don't think they have enough. But
I don't either.
Good for them. I'd want to be them. They're going to be going crazy in Portland.
Yes.
At least 2 home games, and we'll see if they have more than that.
And I think anyone who watches the league for any amount of time knows that Portland's one of those cities that when that team is good, that place rocks.
Yes.
And I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for their fans in that crowd. Final Western Conference preview game, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
2 very good teams, 2 very good organizations, 2 teams that I think when everything goes right, they're probably championship-esque caliber.
I
think they could be, but they play each other, and
I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just with Minnesota.
Yeah, but haven't they been in the conference finals 2 years in a row?
They have. No, that's fair. That's very fair.
They've got the recipe. They've got the ingredients, but they're playing each other one, so somebody's getting knocked out. Denver's played a lot better lately.
Yes.
And been kind of the hot team at the end here.
I'm looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves depth chart on ESPN just to kind of refamiliarize myself. I'm sure this is going to change today, but it's funny. O in red stands for out. DD stands for day to day. And I see nothing but O's for Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Bones Highland, Kyle Anderson, Naz Reid, Mike Conley, Ayo Dosunmu. And that's it. They all have O's next to their name. Now, I expect at least all of those
O's
to be playing, but boy, the only starter that didn't have an O was Dante DiVincenzo, who I believe played in all 82. And the only bench player to not have an O is Terrence Shannon Jr. So basically, Dante DiVincenzo, Terrence Shannon Jr., Joan Behringer. Who the hell even is that?
That's a draft pick.
Joan Behringer? It's like Yohan or something, probably. Jalen Clark, Julian Phillips, Zion Pullen, not a name.
Huh.
And come on, dude. Rocco Zikarsky. These aren't real. Look, these aren't real people.
That's a fan.
That's a
fan that won the lottery.
That's who comes after Bald Bull on Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Right before Soda Popinski. You beat Bald Bull in that stupid bull charge.
Bring me Rocco.
Right before you get to Soda Popinski. Right after you beat King Hippo before. Here's Rocco Zikarsky.
You know your Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Oh, let me see.
Could you play that today and get through?
I played it a week ago.
Did you get through?
No, Super Macho Man. I was on the plane and I was like, oh. Retro game. I'll try this out.
On a lie flat.
What is it? It's Glass Joe, Von Kaiser, Piston Honda, totally not racist. Don Flamenco, King Hippo, Bald Bull 1, Piston Honda 2, Don Flamenco 2 somewhere in there. Mr. Sandman? Soda Popinski's in there. Bald Bull 2 is in there. And then I think it's the tiger guy, whatever they have with he wears a turban with a little jewel on it. When the jewel glows, he punches at you. And then I think the Super Macho Man, and then Mike Tyson. And I don't think I could be. I used to be able to beat Mike. I can't beat Mike Tyson anymore. I'm too twitchy. I'm too twitchy.
Take the punch.
In the first round, or at least I think this is the first minute and a half of each round, or in the first, one of the two. But yeah, if he hits you once, you go down.
Did you ever play the Wii Punch-Out when he came out for the Wii?
No, the ones where you actually.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really easy to.
Because, I don't know, there used to be that, like, foot thing that they did, like.
The balance board. Yeah,
balance board.
Yeah,
so you could get on that, and that's how you dodge.
Really?
Yeah, it was really fun.
I feel like it would be fun to a point, and then, like, I just don't know how you get really good at that. No, just like, how would you get really good at that? Mm-hmm. Although we got a Wii up the hill at the place there that they left, and let me tell you something, dude. Wii Sports Resort, still fun.
Oh, I bet.
Wii Sports Resort is a blast, dude. The frisbee dog and the golf and
that is like underrated. Frisbee dog.
Frisbee dog is a blast, and it's always, and like if you screw up, the dog's mocking you. That's fine. I can deal with it. You just got to get better.
That's fun, but the dog mocking you on Duck Hunt. Screw that dog.
Well, I don't think I'd go that route, but
screw that pooch.
That's fine.
Is that where the saying comes from?
Screw the pooch from Duck Hunt.
Probably.
Hey there, boys. Just checking in. Dave, seems like the vision you have for the Kings build is similar to the Grit and Grind Grizz. Were they championship contenders, or am I way off base? Here's to winning a coin flip and the lottery. That's correct. Checking in from Wisconsin. Thank you. I wouldn't say to a T the Grit and Grind Grizz, but the Grit and Grind Grizz would be the look, I think you have to have a defensive-oriented team that can make stops, but you also have to have the one guy. Like, for example, the Timberwolves fit the mold of that, where they have a Rudy Gobert there. They have some defensive-oriented players. They can be a good defensive team, and then you have the super-duper star. There's a reason why, as you said, they've been to the conference finals recently a couple times. The Dallas Mavericks, when they made the finals, they fit that mold. You had the guy who can't play defense in Doncic, but was surrounded by incredibly defensive players. The Thunder are like that with their guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, surrounded by studs that are two-side players, defensive specialists. The Spurs are a little like that, but they've, what they make up for it having all defensive guys, they can get away with that with Wembanyama. And ultimately, one of the reasons why I think De'Aaron Fox might stay in San Antonio long term is because I think San Antonio could get away with playing Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and De'Aaron Fox because of the presence of Wembanyama. So I do think you have to have both. Over in the East, the Pistons play the winner of the Hornets and the Magic. I don't think the Magic have anything for anyone. So if it's the Magic, that's my opinion.
How about the Hornets?
I think the Pistons beat the Hornets, but I think that could be a fun series. Okay. I do. I think that could be a fun series. I don't think every year there's a team people don't want to play. Nobody wants to play the Hornets. Mm-hmm. The Hornets, I think it was you that made this point yesterday. It was phenomenal. The Hornets smell a little bit like last year's Pacers. Just in the sense that they have a dynamic point guard. They were
like something.
They were a team in the second half that was amongst the best in the league, record-wise. And nobody really wanted to kind of believe them.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're in the finals. Like, remember what the Pacers did in the NBA Cup last year. That's what kind of started it. And then next thing you know, where everyone's talking about, my God, the Pacers record in the second half of the year. It's a Pacers record. And the next thing you know, oh, my God, they're a quarter away from winning the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to be Charlotte this year? Probably not.
But you never know.
But you never know. And that's what I'm saying. They kind of smell like that. Yeah. It's nice. It's a nice scent. It's a nice bouquet. The Cavs and the Raptors. The Captors. Yeah, Cleveland's got to win this.
They absolutely have to, and they probably have to go a ways here. Look, they've been a good team. They were the 1 seed last year.
They were.
And they got taken out by Indiana, and they are a good team. They've got good players. They've got a good defense. They've got scorers now. They went for it with James Harden. Like, they need to get some playoff victories here.
You want to hear a secret?
What's that?
You want to hear something? You want to hear a hot take?
Sure.
They're not going to do very well in the playoffs.
Are they not going to beat Toronto?
They probably will be. They probably will beat Toronto. They probably will beat Toronto. I'm just gonna go out on a whim here. Probably second round, maybe third, but probably second.
Second round, they play most likely Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit will spank them.
Think so?
I do.
Okay.
I think so. Well, spank, no. There's a lot of good players that I like on Cleveland. But in the end, whatever the deciding game is, magically James Harden will he'll either go 3 of 18 or he'll weirdly go it'll be 2 of 5. Be like, where did he go? It's like a rinse and repeat, man. Every single year. And everybody pulls out the whole if Chris Paul hadn't got hurt with the Rockets, they would have won the well, maybe. But if my uncle had wheels, he'd be a bicycle.
Wow. It was your aunt, and now it's your uncle?
One of them 2-seaters. Last year in the deciding game against Denver in a 120-101 final, James Harden was 2 of 8 with 7 points, 2 turnovers. But
an impactful 7 points.
Very, very impactful 7 points. Actually, let's see how far back we can go here. In the deciding game in the first round against the Dallas Mavericks the year before, 114-101 final, James Harden played 43 minutes. He was 5 of 16. He was 0 of 6 from beyond the arc. Only 1 turnover, though. And in both games, I think he had 12 in the game last year. This year, the year before, he had 13 assists. Yeah, how about that? So he is dishing the ball, Jason. Maybe he got better the year before. I honestly don't know. Oh, they went to Game 7, East semifinals versus the Celtics. Yeah. James Harden in a 112-88 loss. Played 41 minutes.
Okay.
Great band, not a great box score, though. 3 of 11.
Ooh.
That's 27.3%. 1 of 5 from beyond the arc with 5 turnovers. All right, what about 21-22? James Harden.
Now I feel like you're picking on him.
No, you know what? To prove I'm not picking on him?
Yeah.
How about this? I'm being fair. Went to Game 6, lost 99-90 to Miami. James Harden, once again, 43 minutes. But this time, he shot 44% from the field, 43% from beyond the arc, and scored 11 points. It doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
It really doesn't get talked. Okay, finally, I went all the way back to 2020. I found it. Found it.
That's fair.
It was Game 7, overtime loss to the Bucks. He played 53 minutes in that game. Uh-huh. That's 5 more than, a full whatever thing he's done. He did have 22 points.
Okay.
On 29.4% shooting, 4 turnovers, 5 of 17. There is a whole, Game 5, 2019-20, Lakers, they lost 119-96. James Harden, 42 minutes, 12 of 20, 30.6 boards, 5 assists, 6 turnovers, but a block and a steal. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. It is hilarious how bad he is and has been for basically his entire and yet is a 100% first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah. And there are literally people out there that how they are with Russ, they are with James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
With Russ, I could totally get with most of Russ FC. I'd be like, hey, welcome, man. This is going to be fun. It'll be exciting to see what he can do. Glad to have him. James, see, I've said this before. If Scott Perry's it's kind of like with Russ last year. we thought we'd grab James Harden, give the youth a little bit. I'd just be like, that would be like, I'm taking the year off. I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you next year.
Taking a break.
Yeah, after the Harden. I think there's literally not. I don't think. And by the way, none of it's personal.
Right.
James maybe he's a great guy.
Maybe.
I don't know that there's a player in the league I would hate to have on the Kings more than James. Like, literally. Not Draymond Green. Give me Draymond Green any day over James Harden.
What if they got James Harden, but as a treat to you, Ben Simmons?
I mean, I'd rather have Ben Simmons than James Harden, said Dave, and nobody else ever in the world. Maybe in the first year or two. Hey, Ben Simmons was pretty good in that first couple years. All-star. We'll take a break. When we come back, What's on Deck brought to you by Trex Decking and Railings, celebrity birthdays, and Friday Fun and Games.
Yes.
In the final segment with Matt and Kayla.
Yep.
Kind of moving. See if Kayla's better today.
We'll see.
Rivercats Report as well with Jason Ross coming up next.
The only place you'll find Keegan Murray is Sactown Sports.
Out to Keegan Murray, straight away for three, and Keegan knocks down the triple.
Hey Sacramento, it's Keegan Murray, and you're listening to the home of Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Hey, did you hear about that multi-billion-dollar Roundup settlement?
Yeah, it impacts people who are exposed to weed killers at work or at home, even if you just used it in your own yard. Lawsuits claim it causes non-Hodgkin lymphoma, a blood cancer.
But we're not sick, so that doesn't affect us.
But it does. This cancer can take 10 to 15 years to show up.
That's a long time after exposure.
It is, and that's why the settlement is paying claims for up to 21 years. If you get sick, even years from now, you could get $6,000 to $165,000 or more as part of this settlement.
So what's the catch?
If you stay in, you give up the right to sue them later.
Learn more at weedkillerclass.com or call 1-888-403-8201. If you or a loved one has or had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, even if they've passed, you must register for benefits. That's weedkillerclass.com. 1-888-403-8201. Paid for by the Roundup Settlement.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's going on for the Declaration of Deals sales event?
There's nothing more American than a Jeep. And with the Declaration of Deals, now is the time to get your hands on the ultimate factory-certified off-road machine, the new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, when you save up to $7,500 off MSRP.
Those Jeeps are pretty cool, and that's the best savings yet.
But Hoblet is more than Jeeps. With the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, you can save big on over 180 vehicles and almost 40 under $20,000. Not to mention the award-winning customer service you get at this fifth-generation dealer.
Don't wait. Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at hobletdodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, nobody beats Hoblet, period. $7,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon after $1,500 factory rebates and $6,000 dealer discount. Rebates may include $500 military or first responder bonus cash for eligible members. 3 of this net savings. Sample VIN 205698. See dealer for details.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
It's the Rivercats Report. What's going on with the Giants AAA squad? The Rivercats Report.
All right, let's tell you the very latest with the Sacramento Rivercats with this week's Rivercats report. They are on the road this week. They're in Tacoma, but good news, Rivercats fans. They're going to be back next week, a big series all week against Albuquerque. And you can see some of the future stars like Bryce Eldridge. Everybody's waiting for him to get called up. He's got a couple home runs this year. But if you want to get tickets, you want to see the Rivercats, go to rivercats.com, and that is your Rivercats report.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fun. It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, sometimes when you're hosting a show, you don't know where to put stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put this, so I'm going to do it at the beginning rather than the end.
Okay.
Longtime Angels star Garrett Anderson. Nope.
No.
Longtime Angels star Garrett Anderson, this just in, has passed away at 53 years old. The only details we have, a medical emergency at his home in Newport Beach. Born and raised in L.A., drafted by the Angels in 1990. Went on to play for the Angels from 94 to 2008. One of the greatest players in history, along with having a ring. Married his high school sweetheart. They have 3 kids. 2,529 hits, 287 home runs, over 1,300 RBI over 17 seasons. He is one of only 14 people in the Angels Hall of Fame. I don't know what to say about that. You didn't expect to see that. 50.
I don't know.
3 years old. And Garrett Anderson was, first off, I think I had Garrett Anderson on my fantasy team like 8 of 10. He was like Garrett Anderson, and before him, my guy was like Marquise Grissom, like and Delino DeShields, like the players of my youth that were like non-Giants. Garrett Anderson was always one of my favorite players. He was just such a stud, but also came off as like a really good dude. Like It's so funny because none of this is funny, but it's ironic that we were talking about the Angels earlier. And I was saying, I don't really have any love or hate for and obviously my only disdain for them would be 2002, Russ Ortiz, Barry Bonds, Giants, Angels, Tim Salmon series. But Garrett Anderson, I should have. Actually,
can't believe that.
I'm floored. Obviously, anyone passes at 53, you're floored. But my goodness. So his wife Teresa, his 3 kids, and the whole family. That sucks. So rest in peace, Mr. Garrett Anderson, all-time baseball great and all-time from everybody you hear from, really, really good human. Like I said, where am I going to put it? I'm not going to put it at the bottom of the segment during celebrity birthdays. I don't think so. I'm going to put it in Friday Fun and Games. So we'll lead off with very, very sad news. And we will do an awkward transition because there's no good transition out of that. Play-in action tonight. The Charlotte Hornets and the Orlando Magic. The winner gets Detroit. Loser, bye-bye.
That's it.
That is
Who are you
it.
picking?
I want the Hornets to win. I think the Hornets will win. I'm not going to straddle. I'll pick a team. I have a weird feeling about the Magic. I just have a weird feeling about the Magic winning tonight. But I will go with Charlotte.
Okay.
Then the Warriors at the Suns. Hey, Dylan Brooks versus Draymond Green.
That's fun.
That's going to be fun. I hope that will be incredible. Ooh. I think I'd be rooting for Draymond Green in that matchup.
Wow.
I know. That's why I kind of stopped in my tracks. It's like Draymond. I can't stand Draymond, and I can't stand Dylan Brooks, but I think
like Draymond more.
I have more respect for his accomplishments, and I think he's better.
Oh, yes, accomplishments of playing with Steph Curry.
Yes, and if Steph Curry doesn't play with Draymond Green, we're probably looking at less rings, too.
And if he doesn't play with Steph Curry, he's probably not in the league
And
anymore.
if Steph Curry had wheels, he'd be a bicycle, Chris.
So, I mean, like, to your point, it's the greatest guard maybe in NBA history against Steph Curry.
I know who he's talking about. Do you?
Oh, God. Shut up. Idiot. I'm running through the roster, too. Like, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would want Draymond in that.
I do, too. You're rooting for Dylan Brooks?
I'm rooting for Devin Booker.
No.
That's not the question.
I'm saying, which would you take more joy in? Brooks stuffing Draymond in a locker or Draymond stuffing Brooks in a locker?
Brooks stuffing Draymond in a locker. Did Brooks stomp on Sabonis' chest in the playoffs?
No, I'm not saying, hey, Draymond's my guy.
Does Dylan Brooks just talk nonstop crap about the Kings?
Yes.
Oh. Does Dylan Brooks whine about Doug Christie whenever he sees him?
Does Draymond?
On the floor.
Oh, okay. Gentlemen, the Hornets play the Magic tonight in Orlando, 4:30 Prime Video. Can't wait for that, Amazon.
No technical difficulties possible.
I told you guys about that in the chat, about the Jerry West documentary on Prime.
Yes. They just kind of rolled over his time with the Grizz.
Yeah, they did that, but they rolled over a lot of stuff. Like it's 2 hours long. So I saw 2 hours. I'm like, we could get it. It felt like they left a lot on the table. I did like that they spent a lot of the time on him going to the Olympics and a little bit of time of him playing for West Virginia. But it seemed like he played for the Lakers for a couple of years, lost a bunch of times. Then he coached and he hated it. Then he was a GM and he was pretty good at it.
He's probably the most successful basketball executive ever.
Yeah, haven't we had the conversation too? Whether it's like the entirety of everything, is he the greatest?
That'd be Riley, probably.
Well, they talked about he's the only 3-time basketball Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I mean. Is he the greatest?
Yes.
Basketball representative. Ever.
Probably. Well, I mean, Andy's the logo.
Yeah.
Literally, he's the logo of the entire.
Like, we should change that. Why?
I'm with you.
You can.
I get the Jumpman argument,
but it's already its own.
I know. That's
even though it's iconic, it's incredible.
I'm not advocating to change the logo, but when
it really should be Ronnie Price
over.
I'll take that.
Oh my God.
Oh, what if we drafted?
I was just going to say the same thing. Well, you know, Boozer's staying at Duke. That came out yesterday. We haven't even talked about that
right.
today.
It's a smaller story. That's why Scott Perry said.
News.
You can't talk about players till you know who's coming out of the draft.
It's his brother, but still, he's staying there. That's a great point. If we do get Cam Boozer, we need to. The whole Michael Jordan documentary thing where he's looking at the iPad and you see his reaction. Like we need to get Cam and perhaps Carlos looking at that dunk and being like, "Are you over it?"
They
now?
had to have seen it.
Of course they have. Not only have they probably seen it, but they probably
Dad,
randomly put it. That commercial where like the dad's trying to look at the kids' phones and they're out. So, like they've probably
looking at?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
It shows Ronnie Price just bagging Carlos. Okay, real quick, guys. Hornets Magic in Orlando. Tickets as low as $69 to get in, by the way, according to StubHub.
Nice.
Who's favored by how much?
Orlando 3.5.
That's what I want to say. Orlando 4.5.
He's not picked. Oh.
We have a partial correct answer.
Charlotte?
By 3.5.
Charlotte favored?
What?
The Charlotte Hornets are favored by 3.5. The road team.
And you should get a few for being at home.
Road.
Well,
They knew you were. The Suns host the Warriors. The Suns host the Warriors. Who is favored by how much?
Okay.
No, they're not playing. No, they play.
Well, they played.
They play that. No, OKC plays the winner. Yeah. Dinosaur.
Based on the last answer, I'm gonna go Warriors 2.5.
I'm gonna say Suns 2.5.
Well,
he's not grabbing the bell.
No, I'm not, because we do not have a correct answer. The line is 3.5 as well for the Phoenix Suns. No, you don't know. You don't get to thank the Lord for
did
that.
all that.
Yeah, he did the whole
That's a
shout out.
Oh,
okay. Guess what? Close only counts in horseshoes and like the finish line in a marathon.
Yeah.
I guess that is where it takes place.
Celebrity Birthday is brought to you
That's a perfect answer.
Thank you, Junior. Brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey! Gonna miss you next week, Jason.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have fun banditing and dooning.
Yes.
And we expect pictures.
You want pictures?
Yeah.
That won't be any kind of envy or jealousy or anything like that?
No, not in this case, Jason. It'll be happy for you. Like, hey, he's having a good time. Like, are you going to go? Are you
a lot of rain in the
Oh, also on deck, Manchester City versus Arsenal 1 versus 2. This can determine the league. Back to you.
Are you going to eat at the thing? At the abandoned dunes? Are you staying? Do you stay there? Oh, so you do the whole, like, in the lodge? What's up, big spender?
They have different places to stay there, yeah.
You have a lamb. What's the big famous thing? Isn't it like the lamb shanks or something?
If they are, I have not had them.
No.
I just have the shanks.
This out there.
Extra inks.
Yeah. All right, celebrity birthdays.
As a preview, we can hang on to this. It's still brought to you by Crumble Cookies, but we're doing a little birthday grid today coming up next.
Birthday grid. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, we have some, especially this one over here, and I'm pointing to a specific spot.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to know who half the people we do this for are, so we'll see how he does today.
Me, Maddie.
We'll see how he does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Back to you.
Back to you.
Celebrity birthdays? Well, we're not doing them.
It's coming up in.
That's what you were saying. Yeah. That's what you were.
That's what
I got.
Now you're
okay,
there.
I got it.
That's how I landed.
Hey, guys, we got to go quick on celebrity birthdays right now.
I got it.
Hey, Matt brought in food, too.
Oh, wow.
It says bacon.
Let's see. What did Matt bring in? It is a bacon breakfast burrito.
And a half-eaten.
And a half-eaten striped frosting biscuit cookie.
Scone.
And something from Dutch Bros with a lot of sugar in it, I'll bet. Matt's still in the yummy phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey. Matt and Kayla.
Oh, we're still on there?
Yeah.
No, we're on it.
Yeah, we're on.
That's
This
okay.
Doing a show.
That's trying your mic. That's fine. No.
That's what the light means.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
I got I got screamed at.
By the boss?
Our boss.
Oh. Well,
I'm just joking.
Feels like me. Hey.
I'm just joking.
Feels like me yesterday around this time.
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah, I'm still a little.
Sorry about that.
Still a little scarred from that. You legitimately scared me.
I
thought it was going down.
I heard you didn't know what my Steven Tyler sound was.
I did not.
He thought it was you, Maddie.
I did.
You, Maddie.
I can see you making it. Play that sound again. I could see you. I could see you. See? Yeah, exactly.
Steven Tyler.
Yeah, now at some point you need to grab that and then we can have a yeah off.
And grab that too.
We'll take a break when we come back.
I know, those are like his two.
That's my exhale.
Voices.
Friday Fun and Games. Next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/beat. That's ethos.com/beat.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
A's fans, the 2026 season is here, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season, packed with theme days, giveaways, and fireworks nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
We have finally made it to Friday.
Let's end your week the right way with Friday Fun and Games
On the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Friday Fun and Games.
Hey.
Friday Fun and
Friday
Games.
Fun and...
Kayla does not know any South Park character names.
No.
Mr. Pooh!
Oh, Mr. Hanky.
I know, but I think it would have been a lot smarter if they just called him Mr. Pooh.
Is that Bilbo?
If you could only be in on the conversations.
If you could only see the way she loves me, baby, I would understand.
I believe in a thing called love.
No, dude, you took it too far.
Sorry.
See Tom?
Yeah.
When you see him, you got to do this. This is the best bit. When you see Tom, you say, "Hey, Tom, how are you doing?"
Because he can't hear.
Yeah.
What's the bet?
Who's Tom?
Wow.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry?
Yes.
Wow.
Tom from Tom and Jerry is here.
Outsider
He's a gray
over
cat. And
I am an
We've
outsider.
got like 18 people from Washington in this building today.
Oh, really?
Including you.
Cool.
Oh, you're not. You're like royally from there. That's like your adopted
Sorry, I'm
state.
eating all your stuff.
They have burritos.
Chris, big Washington
They have
fan.
breakfast burritos.
Are you trying the Jason look?
Where?
Because it's not going to work.
In the KNCI studio, they have breakfast.
You've eaten over a dozen donut holes today.
ATEN. I've
have to
eaten
get one.
over a dozen
DeAndre
donut
ate.
holes today. That is how many I've ate. And
You're such a donut hole.
I don't have to come back to that. No, she got me on that. Nothing wrong.
That's what I'm going to use on air now. Because I can't say the other thing.
What other thing? Be specific.
You know, the
Say
thing.
it out loud.
Booty.
Don't be scared.
Booty and then a donut hole. I don't think you can say that. Did
No,
you say
can.
that in our ear?
you can. He just said it.
You said it in our ear.
In our ear.
You said it in our ear, Dave.
that.
I'm not that blonde.
I will say you're allowed to say it after 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't think that's true.
PM or AM, Chris?
Well, I guess we'll figure it out.
I guess
Yeah.
We'll figure it out together.
Hey, it's always 10 o'clock
You're
somewhere.
such a donut hole.
Let's test it.
You're such a... What,
Nah,
To start
I
with
need
the
a
show.
job.
What about shortening it? What if you're just like, you're a D-hole?
That's worse.
That
How
sounds.
is that
That
worse?
actually does not sound good.
I know, but it's also totally...
That does make sense because you're always saying
Jason, I
like eat a
know.
deal.
Jason Sparks, Matt.
No, Jason
Sparks, Matt.
He's laugh baiting, man. These two just had a moment.
I missed it.
I missed it too.
Because you're always like, go eat a donut hole.
I do. It's like my catchphrase with him.
Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Hi.
It's Friday.
Hey, guess what? Oh, guess what, guys?
We're letting him leave.
That's
next
what I was
week?
going to say.
Oh,
it's
wait,
the
what?
three of us, Will and Chris, next week.
We're in trouble.
That
Oh.
could get bad.
Does Friday Fun and Games get retired for a week, or does someone
No,
else take it over?
I do
Chris
it.
does it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, so it's always like, oh, name the band from England.
I'm screwed.
Soccer facts.
I saw that bad. I went to Arsenal Stadium. I told Chris this. I saw like a longtime player of theirs, obviously retired at this point, but like got in a train accident recently. Did you hear that, Chris?
No.
Okay, well, look it up. It's awful. Sorry. No, I just thought of England and like London and the soccer teams. I'm not joking. I wanted to know if he knew who it was.
I don't think you're joking at all.
I wanted to know if he knew who the player was, because you guys are very soccer savvy.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's how he died.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he will not be in celebrity birthdays.
It's been that kind of week.
Is that Bilbo?
She's undefeated.
Can we have a normal story from
No.
you that doesn't
Sorry,
involve death?
I just was wondering. You guys.
Oh, soccer.
If you
I went to
haven't-
Arsenal
no.
Stadium. A guy died by a
Because
train.
he said England, and I thought because they're soccer people.
What about like Big Ben? Talk about Big Ben.
The quarterback?
No, the tower.
It's actually a bell,
There's not
dummy.
a good story about him either.
No, there is not.
No. Ay, ay, ay. What's the games today?
I heard Chris through the wall. So we should do a celebrity obituaries with Kayla Anderson.
I don't even you might have to stay here. I don't know what we do for 5 crosstalks. I think there's something in Kayla that just senses the moment.
Yeah.
And she takes it and just dives right in the punch
I
bowl.
will say Kayla and you are very similar.
I agree
think
with
we
you,
might
and
be.
that's not necessarily
Not
a
a good
great
thing.
thing at all.
Should we do stand-up comedian show?
No.
Comedia show?
Comedy show?
Comedia.
Stand-up comedia show?
That's
No,
like,
you should not.
That's like a TV channel of nothing but comedies.
I would like to do a stand-up comedia routine today. Please laugh.
No, like we could go do something at one of the local comedy houses. Would you guys come out if we paired up for a comedy show?
Would we come out?
Yeah,
Just to
and
watch the
support us?
train wreck.
Perfect.
Everybody, there'd be like one person left at the end of the show, and that'd be like they'd be deaf, and like that's the only reason they're still there. Like there'd be one everyone else would have walked out.
I'd stay through it.
See?
I'd support
What
it.
a supportive teammate.
See?
It'd be like a charity event, by the way.
For who?
I don't know. You pick it. Dog shelter?
Nope. No.
Not
No.
that again.
Is that the start of the bit? Is that the start of
No,
the routine?
I was dead serious.
Jason, need a ruling for you. Which is worse? Which is the
Nice pen, by the way.
Which is the top Kayla moment? Hello. Which is the top Kayla moment of the week? Oh yeah, you know what got in the way was her puppy died.
Mm-hmm.
Or, oh, hey, you know that one soccer player that used to play for Arsenal? He died in a train wreck.
I nominate Mr. Pooh.
You should look it up.
Oh,
No,
Mr.
my favorite Kayla moment
And is that Bilbo?
from the week and possibly of all time is her yelling at you and then you getting
Oh.
sad.
Nobody liked that but you.
I did.
That was a good moment.
I had a good moment. I'm so nice to you.
I appreciate
I
it.
go out of my way to be nice
I
to
like
you.
picking on people that I appreciate.
You know, so
I know
you
that's a
don't
weird way
appreciate-
of saying things.
She doesn't pick on me at all.
No, not at all. I do.
You don't.
I
Does she?
definitely do.
I feel like she would just destroy you on the show.
She
Like,
threatens me
holds
physically.
back. Yeah.
Well, some person said at the end of the show, we are now an old married couple.
We are. Because
Yeah.
you got mad at me.
Mm.
Because of the Mariner statue.
Yeah.
Me, Maddie.
Friday Fun and Games.
Friday
Let's go.
Fun and
Oh, do
Games.
we need a pen for this?
Brought to you by Provasic. Switch the samples. Charles Nichols.
And you doctored your research.
Make Provasic.
All right,
Provasic.
we got birthday grid, Dave. You can flip. Everybody can flip it over. These are
Comedian
people that are having
show.
birthdays either today or this weekend.
I don't like one of these.
All right, Dave, you
Oh.
get the luxury of picking first, the person you feel most confident with. And remember, you want to be as close to the ages we're keeping total, and then we'll have offense, we'll have defense. We'll just go. So you pick the first person on this grid that you feel you're going to get the closest to the age. If you get it right, you get +3. Every year off, you -1.
I will take Florida State's Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks, Hall of Famer, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah. Derek Brooks is 57.
Okay, that was the person Dave was most confident with. He is -4.
Wow, God.
53.
Really?
Yeah, Matt George, your first pick.
I'm going to go Lou Dort.
Lou against Dort.
And I'll say 28.
Matt is -1.
He's 27, isn't he?
Yes.
Damn it.
Kayla.
I shouldn't have picked Derek Brooks first. He's right, like Lou Dort or something like that. Yeah.
I'm going to go with a little Dalton Connect.
Okay.
Little Dalton Connect.
Is
I'm
how
going
old?
to go with I'm going to go with 25 for DK.
Okay. Kayla Anderson gets +3. She got it right on.
Oh, wow. Really?
Right
I didn't know
on.
he was that old.
Yeah, because he transferred to Tennessee.
Chris Verlade.
Cheater.
I'm going to guess Conan O'Brien
is
62? 63.
Which one?
He is 63.
+3 for Chris. Nailed it for
Ooh.
Conan O'Brien.
Wow.
Anthony's in there. Anthony Lucas, who are you picking?
Simu Liu.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Is that the emu?
Yeah. I think he's 28. Is he older than that? He's like way older than
Literally
that.
couldn't have told. When he said he, I was like, oh.
Yeah, honestly, everyone that I knew was gone immediately. I knew the basketball players, and it's all gone.
So Simu Liu.
Actually, no, wait. Can I change it really fast?
You can. I'll let you change.
I'm going to go like considerably older. I think he's 36.
Okay. Good adjustment.
Thank you.
-1.
Nice.
Oh,
37.
that's good.
I feel like that was cheating.
Literally first.
really
well,
good.
you
I
had to
actually
get to the
Googled it while I
webpage.
was talking.
Yeah.
Also, Kelly Olynyk's on the board. You said
Yeah.
NBA players.
Hey, Carmichael.
Gonzaga.
Right. Oh, I forgot.
Hey.
You get to play defense, and I'll let you give a person out to Matt George.
That was last time.
No, that's
Would
this
you like
time too.
to go a different way?
Sure,
No.
we did last time.
I can pick. Do I get right?
You know what? You can pick whoever you'd like.
Yeah,
to
I'll
give.
take Matt George.
Okay.
What?
I said shoot.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear that either.
I didn't either. Let's go with James Woods.
James Woods. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you
Well,
do.
He's on Family Guy.
Is he related to Tiger?
We'll say that I'll give you one hint.
Former
He's in
MVP.
Casino.
He could be a former King.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's still playing in. Oh, never mind.
I guarantee he's seen one of their movies.
The sports one.
None of this helps me.
The one where the Musketeers thing.
How is this fair?
Anyways, we need a guess,
James
please.
Woods, yeah.
James Woods.
So I don't get to know who that is.
It's
at
an
least?
actor.
That's
I
part-
promise you, it's an actor.
Very
why-
famous actor.
Okay.
Chose that person.
Very famous actor. Kind of
Fi-
leans on the. He's a little left of center politically.
What?
That helps.
Sure. 56.
Good
I
lord.
don't know.
You idiot.
Thank you.
Good lord.
56.
Oh, he's got to be right there.
He also plays a bad guy in Hercules. He's the voice of the bad guy in Hercules.
Who is the gladdest gladiator?
Well, the good thing, Matt, is you weren't that far off.
Not at all.
You said that sarcastically. I'm like minus 92.
Pretty close.
Oh,
Minus
yeah.
23.
Shoot.
79 years old.
That's not fair.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
on,
but
dude.
you know
That's
what?
your fault.
Why don't you take this out on Kayla?
Oh, yeah.
Why? I'm not mad at Kayla.
Well, okay.
So he picks one.
Why are you
Okay.
yelling at Jason?
I
Kayla,
don't like that.
All right, Matt, what do you got?
Troy Polamalu.
Okay.
He's so mad.
I'm gonna go with Troy. I'm gonna say, oh gosh, I'm gonna say he's a 5-0.
Okay. -5 for Kayla. He's 45.
Okay.
Kayla, how about for Chris?
Chris, I'm gonna go with a little Kourtney Kardashian.
Courtney.
Kourtney
I'm
Kardashian.
guessing is the older one.
She is.
Older one?
I'm gonna guess she is turning 45.
Ooh. I think you got it.
-2 for Chris. 47 for
Whoa.
Chris.
God, she's 47.
Yeah. Chris, how about you for Anthony?
Anthony, I want you to pick Tim Curry.
That's the guy who played the clown guy, right?
It?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pennywise the Clown.
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody?
really?
So 50.
He's close. I think he might be right on it.
Yeah. He is.
I think so too.
Wow.
Anthony, we can just go.
30 years off.
Minus
He's
30.
80.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just go.
He's pretty close.
He's 80?
Yeah.
Let's just go home.
How about one for Dave?
Okay,
Anthony?
why not? Anthony, give me one. And he took his headphones off.
He just told me to ask you to guess.
No, he didn't.
How old?
This is you now.
Jeff Dunham is.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, he does the puppet, right?
The one I'm staring at. Jeff Dunham is 56.
-80 is 64.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder who lost.
He's older too.
Wow, good job. Well, you
Who
didn't know
won?
James Woods.
I think Chris was closest and
contact.
Kayla.
Chris
And-
Verlade is the
and
king.
Dave. And then the rest.
Matt and Kayla next. See you all this week. Jason, any last words?
Bye.
Hey,
The
bye.
Sacramento Kings play here.